Na watch for asanso ababeti ebio mama ma ya shofo nyina kwaba shonko and from Brush Shoulder Jubedi Eswo Kumasi Online TV Thick TV and our face the friends of Ken TV me pa bo nyina said that watch ye remu twedi aponyankopon beka ye ho neja obeboa ye na da watch akọ smoothly dia ma ye na afi dia da yakoma so nyira so no twedi aponyankopon amano abemu ede ama ye ne tia so man Ghana de adechi bia ene munsem debia ne nsem fofra jese banti na mande amatena sidie na mo amani tia se shoulder jumedie ena sabre me de eba besoma eye niema na sensama hodura echegu ewe ye man Ghana na matomebo aboaboa ne nyina no ajese me ba betu jana afeso no videos ahodro nkrofo ahodro ajese omdo menum nsem nyina atudware so no mabo videos ne nyina no ede amamu mani tia se jumedie de enya menko ana mididane de nyina menemu ana edi ntimeto hanum say no na onso wo to de e dia for comment section na say e dia ma me ma ore fi say obe share video we ya ma onu e bi no so a share e dia ma obi foforo na afa wunya subscribe to channels no so a me share ye papa so we subscribe to your channel no e de ama me mre ko nanim no e ya de a say comment ahodro aba no making kan ni nyina no e ma obi a so atumi atibisa so e na nsama ahodro aba won krata ne mu so no hana ATP obeba besena sena afa wato ne boa pensen ni nyina mu di ama ye 3 p.m. so power communicators for today so we be coming Saneja ya choche enkomo e dia fan sama hodura e koso e wo ye man Ghana dwuma ko bi so ada Roma e na nan menya akonya na tena fidie manum se me di showdown dwumadie no Esomo eye Danis garage lantern na wo part say ye Tacoma say ye V8 na wo part a wo mabie wo showroom no e dia to honom dia mo bibia da say car bia wo part obia no wo betimi a work in no aba select o car me wo sama meta kan say enese dia wiase aye dia sika ho akwa atwi wo ti sika to ade no wato ade papa preko ane enu ntina Danis garage akwa akosesa car se fi obi memu dia ba pie mu o man Ghana enkrata ne ade nyina so egu car si shu enya sam ketwa wa mo cars de interior no edem shonko saso ena eya de a chese engine da cars no mu de ya na correct ankasa woto wa mo kan nya de a watu sika ede a chene wa mo bie showroom ne de ato ho se obi abetimi a work in wa ba be hwe cars ahodura esam wa mo showroom ho location nya ira kwan kra wa mo Kumasi asokwa wa mo ni TI Amas ena edi inhwenim obetimi afra Danis garage 0550623377 na ono wa mo atwetwe enkomo e dia fa car bia ope ato ne hom saso ena police bam before so say menkan che obia se enya dia usasa bro ne de ubeko owuo mu saso ena wo kotodwa aje se nani ochina wonante kakra bia na bonsa no na nya de omo beti ase ema no ne di wo akwo owuo mu tini jumeka ekopie mu ewo any pharmaceutical shop na se chemist shop bia kwara kwaju police bam ni bi na afi wa posho etutu no say yo sisi say yo nice say yo joint to joint obi be say jonku ena jese mututu a wote kakre bia na odi asra honom trust me say acha ye 5 minutes pay no e ya de jese ebebrasi police bam dia no ohia nkasa na san shubo adwuma me betena se aba be ye shoulder dwuadie na asam chia me ko wanye ye ho anam ti kakre bi me ami die enie me ti kakre bia jese me de sra me ko mu sabre ya me no kase pace ni nyina no eko pharmaceutical shop na se chemist shop bia ko ra honoma ubenye bi etu ewo ebenye bi ato wo honoma saso na mo amopa no dudu etu no monkopie mu Mr. Herbal Center mrom Kumasi enkwaje mo de 0244582993 ene number obetumi afre wo mu ede so me amatire dwem ene dwumedie so mo medin ene nana ya sewa Mira and Semini dia and they no be moye Ghana. One of the stories are actually ye papa a gold board and Afenyo market and Afenyo a minority a Sammy Gyemfi uncle for me no and I am my Ghana Muhanum say one more trendy ye papa now one more trend and another base movement for so a trendy last Saturday and I just said your former deputy finance minister lawyer and Pabe so and a nebrana ye Kennedy a compre ko in Japan trinity say or pese or ye flag bearer dem the new patriotic party no na eyade a wono so edimu ntintima ye papa na wo ka che Ghana fo nyina so wono ne de onim Yera Kennedy ye obaye finance minister kompre ko ne sama dane de nyina wo ka no eyade a wo hu ne say yade ye ma kompre ko akwanya so medi o man Ghana anima obeboa mo man Ghana tumpo na afi o man Ghana fa ne ntuma pefra in fact mami we papa we wa boa Yera Kennedy a kompre ko in Japan nankasa na no ada na beto Montesa yade a chesere mami ada de benkum so 1 week no ekọ so kama sa so e na Saturday twemu eye yo no ekọ so na eye yo no ekọ so na mu e na the base movement for wo mo ekopie mu ewe ye na se ajesebusua ese wani ese o ka kire e na se de lawyer ampa me so wa support Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan ye papa na fe ne mame eda fom no na eyade ajese wo se Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan wono so etutu ne nan ekọ na okopie mu ewe eye na se na bra akompre ko in Japan okopie mu ho no na the best movement for so to che no no say Yera akompre ko es wadwe yo se Ghana fo ye ja mu ada bi o the best movement de ye do so ye papa ye boaboa ye ho no ye bese 2028 oba na obelidi ye wo ba na obeje o man Ghana di free NPP ni ndisi amanyo ko ni semesa sa political party mienu we wam so maso ahwa wo munya bibi papa bia enfem free men dia kompre ko fa ha no mo boje ne so ora ha no mo boje ne so afi me hwe Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan anima na chese sidi ankasa de ahye na funu mu ma me hwe so beka me ho no yakọ na yakọ akohwe ebre the base movement ene Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan ko hye mu ne de ko so ho no ni nyina no enfamra sisia
Kumasi Online.
de course so ewa Yera Kennedy akompre ko hini Japan and our face on the base movement woman tem last weekend no and yakwa akwa ni nyina no aba meto asem ne so de ama de ya man Ghana de ba ko na chese beka le se busumwe atrendi ye papa the fight between the Islam say and as I mean can say fighting for the all chances from some Islam one more Christopher ya beka say ya suffer for one more friend imam the fight just say for some time now na ekosho ewo honum krama ma so as Christians asofo no mu ba ko ye che na just say Islamic pastors no shu mu ba ko so no ye che wo no akwa ye issue bi just ebusua a trendy ye papa na we na Islamic leader bi aba bonte a wa ba bekas bibi e dia fa Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan wa na nsama wo ke nyina ne se wo se emre bi etwam just wo shia Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan na bre wo shia na wo ne no twetwe nkomo ne ni di nkomo ne ade ena Yera akompre ko ba be ka che ne so ono ne de we tu kwa ko Dubai we tu kwa ko countries ahodro na nso eye ne won wa ye papa so okopie mu Dubai na se any of the Islamic countries na wo hye said de eye ade agese nkremofo mu hono wo mu live wo mu life said de wo mu di wo mu hu ni ade na afa ye ba na ye bepie mu ye man Ghana mere wo kosawa ba ne kura ahodro agese aka ni ma ni ade kura de ebusua wan hye ye ya wo so kura ebe fono wo na no na Islamic leader ba be kire se eye ade agese ye man Ghana Muslims say wa hanum say no most of them are corrupt most of them no and church na imam edema wo no enya de ma wo mu edisua no nti and abrani abrebi amafo bebre na adwenye wo mu say the Islams in this country and the Islams within the next you can say Islamic countries no wo mu different o say ebra yera kompre ko in Japan ka asem ne pe no ka che so debi Ghana hafo nkremofo Dubai nkremofo China nkremofo kro ahodo aka kata nkremofo so wo mu nyina no ade a wo mu dipa ba ko yenkwe na yenkotie ebra Islam si wo mu ehia yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan dia akompre ko kan ye ene ensem ahodo no so di tu dwa no enfemra sisia.
We only call ourselves Muslims, but the true practice of Islam, we don't do it. I remember some time ago, we met with Kennedy Agyapong, Zongo Junction here. And surprisingly, what Kennedy Agyapong will tell us is that he doesn't know the difference between the Islam of Ghana and the Islam of Dubai. Kennedy Agyapong said he doesn't know the difference between Islam of Ghana and Islam of Dubai. He said because when he goes to Dubai, he finds that everything is clean. He said, but by then he has not gone to Saudi Arabia, but he knows Dubai. Everything is clean. The where they live, what they do, what shopping malls, the mosques, whatever he sees is very clean and well arranged. But when he comes to Ghana and he looks at the Ghanaian Islam, then he begins to ask himself, maybe the Islam is different. That of the people of the Arab world is different, and that of the people of Ghana here is different. I say, hey, Honorable, it is the same Islam, but we have corrupted it. Yes, our people have corrupted it. We only call ourselves Muslims, but the true practice of Islam, we don't do it. And it has given the way for people to say everything that about Islam, when it is not about Islam, it's about the people.
Tijar TV.
MCF na chese Islams no na yetie wo mu nsem nyina no ede aba chese wo chese yewra kompre ko hine Japan ka che ne se dia so otu kwan ekọ obi memu ni ade a wo hwe nkremofo a wo honom ni nkremofo a wo ye man Ghana mu hanum sei na difference a ewom esunye papa and when social media no show one of the stories so a trendy ye papa yewra Kennedy akompre ko ohini Japan disciplinary committee NPP disciplinary committee report bia aba abonte a wo mo chese yade yewra Kennedy akompre ko ohini Japan was no be NPP amanyoko na na disciplinary committee no 4 times na just enya ba ko nyamienu nyamiensa last 2 months na yetikroma yenke bi nhemu neja yewra akompre ko ohini Japan so odi ne birthday na ne birthday ya wo di neja that time na story ba ko na trendy ye papa afal military hospital ho nsensem ne ade na journalist ba ko bisa yewra kompre ko no betu back ye ne car obeka se ye hwe se de NPP amanyoko ba ba mu ATS na sa ATS wo mentumi an complete afal military hospital na afa ya ba we ba ye that time na think say na 1 year 3 months or say 1 year 4 months na yes but so mo complete ya afal military hospital de enya kama akompre ko kika sa asem we na just NPP phobia asem no kura wo hono ma wo mo mpa just bibi pa e ban so wo mani njehu wo mu ne ya kum se adenti na yewra Kennedy akompre ko yine Japan aba bonti aba beka sansem we and ameno so mo de no kopie mo disciplinary committee a just a disciplinary committee that was on the 25th of July 2026 e share Ghana for nyina se you can say letters are abasa yasaki akompre ko anase nya suspend Kennedy no yama wo 2 weeks the next 2 weeks no ade a wo de ho report be ba sa akompre ko in Japan ye ba pam no anase ye mpam no Ghana for no na wo do ye Kennedy akompre ko in Japan hwe ni ma say 2 weeks no aka be ba de wie ye no ya hwe de NPP amanyoko no ede ba be shom Ghana for ya twen bushia 2 months mu ne be sin de ya me no mo ka say report anase de wo NPP before de yewra Kennedy no obi amba abonten beka bibia emfanfa ho na no na ne yesi Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan say your friend for good times e we disciplinary committee sound yon kombra na wo mumbisa no question no ya no ne ade na afa ye hu bebia yedi ne begina wo frɛ Kennedy osmetu kwan wo frɛ Kennedy osma ye busy wo frɛ Kennedy osme de mekɔ hanu wo frɛ we ya osme kɔ hanu se wo matwe akompre ko atwena akompre ko hine Japan enye ready say obeba aba bepie mu e we disciplinary committee di enim enunti and so far so good no woman who say Yera Kennedy ye pamno and I say yam pamno nanu ada ye beka short chairman buteba bonte beka che Ghana for you say the party needs Kennedy akompre ko in Japan Kennedy without him 2028 a bed in year papa Eddie ama the new patriotic party into so far one margin yamuntanta say MP before that ben no be pam Kennedy MP before that ben no be sponsor ababe saki Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan and then now reporter just and then disciplinary committee for Eddie ababonten no and maken kan ni nyina no Eddie amama na asa matwome buabom nyina no enkyere mu se wom so ma fra akompre ko ba ku mienu miensa and 9 so na Yera Kennedy onye ready say obeba na woba be piemu e wo wo manim and I am so shocked that these people are waiting for Kennedy akompre ko in Japan because I quite remember said during that time and I hit ni jina mu ye papa no ni abema Yera for Japan ba bonte be ka che Ghana for yina say Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan be ma ba he is no longer a member of the new patriotic party akompre ko onka NPP wonti minim ne nti aso na nkrofo we wo mo hwe nim say akompre ko be ba be piem wo manim ansa no be suspend na na so ma pam na wo mo apam na Yera akompre ko na amunso no wa draw line ne dia to honom dia ma the new patriotic party say nyame ya adoma 2027 June July and ene mo de be ba be gum mountain no e be gi NPP amanyoko no wo mo nsem me dia meka chi NPP for say wo mo nja so wo mo twa ya akompre ko na said ya akompre ko si for living the life and then programs ahodra ekoso ni ade nyina emu bie no hono ma be say Yera Kennedy ejina say NPP for fansha wo mutim say Kennedy is out of the party. Kennedy is no longer interested in the new patriotic party and nam kwanya party no ede ne fa so ebra na wo mokwa kwa select obi obeba be flag bearer ede ama wo mo di no 2023 wanka ho asem na oba bonte beka so obema na na do showdown obema ba omia showdown ekwa wi echi no shuko disciplinary committee sa okwa piemu e wo hono ma no kwa de nyame ya adoma ne ko ba 2026 de ane de bushia na hit na no de ne de atem no na ya de anu odi ye papa ena me ni obi twetwe nkoma na nipa na be ka kire me bo se NPP amanyoko no se na disciplinary committee wo hono man ka bra na abronye DC se bi otena ayono ani media station show edi Yera Kennedy atem ya Kennedy amafo no mudidi Kennedy ni ade nyina no na ko mo betumi afra san crofon to disciplinary committee but wo man to me amfra wo man ko disciplinary committee there they should leave Kennedy akompre ko in Japan and from the look of things I am not sure say Yera Kennedy akompre ko in Japan obeja bibia da wo ye bia akwa piemu e wo disciplinary committee me to asem ne so e dia mamode a ye beka ya in the year 2016 2017 mu honom and a video bi e sha ase se esekuleti na sa video no e ye former Ashanti regional minister and Simon Osemensa ni old video bi e sha ase se esekuleti na sa old video a e sha ase se esekuleti no na ensema na ewo me ne se e ya de wadidi nkramofu atem wadidi nordness ne ade nyina no atem ne ade ajasa amafo e tre na basa ne sra ya se 2 years bia we ne be ba ahosho no na sa video no ahyase a e trend and the video na trend ye beka ya papa we ba bontem e beka se sansema na wo audio ne nyina no wonim ho hwe won didi nkramofu atem da won kasam fenti akramoni bia na nipa wodi na atem ne ade no e ya de obeche no pam papa we wache sa nipa ba before that no yanko ne yanko hwe ni old video na ni abedi na wo kasa e di etia nordness no enfemra sesia
sa akamba ye wo ye sa yi beto platform so no akamba me kam wati isimfo mo ne Rollins na sha memu ase since 1981 to 2001 entafo no mo Ghana no de pa na mo ye ma isimfo no entafo sika ye free Rollins time woni musimfo ya na esan anye bia isimfo se na de akonwa no na mienu Liman ene Mahama omudi akonwa no de no mo chema ya Adabe Mahama timi ye nisrem wo o akamba akwosire wakogina okuro mu kirem wo okuro mo sirem wo yanka o se wo ya jaji nka mo kankran sebi ntafo no fanni mu nyansa munya sika ma be cast out mo fa di kirem okuro na mo so le okuro ma tantantai esiremfo a mo ba out nyina se ne kom okuro alko pese o secretary di o se organizer dia a school for no gina na yenya baby na e fit teaching esiremfo mo online from the goma for no mo sisi adam papa no e for the sisi adam papa bi emu jaba nyo entafo se na di Ghana konwa mahama bedi mfie na no sika on fa mo asum me ensa de nyina no mahama amfa sika no anka se on fa kosi hotel Dubai en confirm ne ade nya se tuko sika de ma se on fa mo asum no the whole Ghana ye japade ye nya ne se fo na disika na boa mo samfo na mo de titisire mu ho no asante mfante aye dokoko ene bro dokoko no asante fo ma se ne mom scholarship ne se fo ma nkwa na mo school free na Dubai na why said no sisi interest obi atimi ko bie o akamba uja di san kwasasem no wo si ya judge oba ye ndie no ye no sire mu mo ba no mabeka nka mabeka kumase since 79 to 2001 no how many years 20 something years no na mo no runs esefo no runs the boys kabe position be na nkutam je na mo ye sire mu na mo se funu kwasasem a mo kekaze kufuado wonya de na emamo ntafo de nyansa de muhu bi da no akamba nya ho de o ya beto so edi samfo wo so ada bi ekwa mo mi kase mfu asem na asem na aba ka mo bakuma so anya mu du so am ho aye ntete mo ye wo mpane asa na mo wu akrum
Kumasi online
mo ka ntafo de so so bi ya to aba na sa ntafo no to kwasase mo akwa na moti odie no akamba ti odi se class sem no mobile sese asante phone di akonwa so se anaka phone di akonwa so mfie aduonu baako ese de modi mfie aduonu so no ka Ghana nyina ka obia ye ka behwe ntafo mo so ade mo ana aseye no fam kwa sese mo so funi fro kwa me anwire ho
Ebusia de alleged audio na meka wasem no enunie na last year mu honom na chese ye honorable Simon Osaimen Sababo nti no obeka che Ghana fo nyina se sak audio ya echegu ya amafu edi atem ni ade onu edete ewo audio aso no edi siremfo atem di nkremofo atem ni ade no nukure bi edenim na wonim ho shoot to the stand say obodua mpo se nipa wo sheche nipa odisa audio we ba bonti nipa no odene ma nananom nyini mfiri ho no odene ma enso eda ase ne ade a mekra medike ya betena fidie ma no se ya mede ababa so ma wo issue de babon te se obi a wonim obi a wo shechira ode saa audio we e babon te no omo ana ontumi enche saa nipa no last week Saturday ena me hu se wa babon te a wo kasa wo che se e yade e te se nipa na wo shechire no finally saa nipa no e yade a wo mu etumi ache no na before sa no omo ba be che saa nipa na nipa no etrese no nipa ni tumi fe no wedidi na tam ni ade e no de case no ekoma police impenifo a nyame aye na doma jesa police impenifo etumi ahwo abrantie no majesa sabre ya me no kasa de wo se abrantie no etwe aban kukumu a asutwe bia de sofota bia no wo mo de baba ma sa abrantie no yankwe na yentie honorable wo say Simon Mensa nsem ni nyina no enfemra sisia
continue do ba police station ya say yo madam Chiamonia Tifo near her food in Samu Bekaya, Fimpim Yuni, Edumochi, 2018. Would use being videos be babonting. No, a man for say Yamia, am I at the share me? Say, Medidi is room for atem. Medidi a come batem, Medidi room for in answer atem. Nathadian idea Ediminia in film watching. Na nansen me de krata bi ba bonten e be daase me daase na me hyeru se nipa krona ne e wo sa audio no so ani video no so omra bonten e me da ne ho adi no onyi ntum se won na yeye na onpa me chew onpa mabusuafo chew na onpa Ghana fo nya chew titiri isrimfo nipa in 2018 okoye fake tape Sammy, Simon Osaimen or Kwame.
Kumasi online.
Omra bonting, Medan Hueti. No new tomb so na ye. Ompa Micho. Ompa Mabusia Forcho. Ompa Ghana Fu in Acho. 92 Ompa is in Forcho. So Felino Anya Nakopon Master any pan, now Sanko phone, or more down. On the bottom so. Listen to me. Why are you to me so 8 years? You did my 8 years. Anytime I dear fat ethnocentric I need matter. Nansanya, a greater Accra regional minister. Pass comment. No, my footage number. I'm telling you, Messini Pacono, where my one thing, I'm a sign with here. Bottom. Maximum 1 year or more than once me. Oh, was that okay? One more than once me. That's what we are going to put or bottom, the mother bottom. Oh, now the money on one way. Please, Tamwa, Adamu ye bonina, Yankopon Lumeno. We generation different. And if about Jeremiah, or Baba Swan and Mummy, and just one of them, Bakuna, when generation, you have our family. So, be friend. So, they're holiday and wash. Then go boom. Let's say, my trouble is one ball, Slavo. Oh, yes, what they never hear us. I don't know if I tell. One ball, Adam and Eve. Oh, yes, or no, I don't know if I tell. Oh, so you young. Nanyaku friend find 10 minutes. Nti mediwe tu dwa no me ho no na menya WhatsApp message na hi na mnim nipa ko ti me retrieve number no na me friend nipa na wie ya na also the akoma dan agye in cancer no I has di matem na mkate no and he kept on sending messages first na de na me timi hu obi a oye sa de tie bae na wono agitu mu so na yeye no sa sending me odu bi ode koma honorable Kofi Dwuma former member of parliament for Asokwa and no forward day sa odu no ode koma no na no so odidi matem na je say ade no kra na wo yeye na me so me pache wo no afi kra de obedi matem poto sebe me pese me repeating sem no bi ewo mofidi so enti yeye no na fortunately met me anya ne ho information kakra no na me de bedane regional police command Sammy mo nipa bi ayade bi amye de ahyeme emfi nwotwe na me kasama no me nipa no nti obi a pop up why WhatsApp messages audios ni ade a wode abedidi matam nti me de ma le mom so o ma na so o ma ye adwumaden nti enura eno mutimi kwache no omode no ebae obeda cells abesi ele nti samri omo frey siensan mra na metena asem no so nti yasan betena asem no so ewo a police for no ensem ti yehwenia police for no ebeye na waje atum so so no voice and ewo audio no say video na security no obi de me pictures etita video no hono sende waje atum ewo police for nanim ne lawyers anim waje atum se ono na oye nti se de nipa oye no ana ne ewo audio ni video no mu no at least is not in doubt ye hono also de akoma dan agye in cancer patna Belgium kakra so odidwa wota kofa ne mafi Belgium na ode aba enunti ye bai be see no bibia ewo a police for no enso about that romantic sisia nipa no mama ne bail na ogusutem ye free ho die na onyanya bail be ne lawyers no ewo ho enti omni police for ne beka police for no be hwe ne situation say it is a bail no mama ne bail so omo fi say it is one man bail so a oni nyina wo police for no ho me de di yam say de di kan me ho be sign say enye me nam didi isrufo atem because ade ha me be say mo amu ya we nim say mati say na me support Dr. Baomia Dr. Baomia you be amapa nasem na hwe say wonam na ade bi say dawo so wonim de papa no creative say ye ni tirimu fine no no nam e wo mso aka say on de enene de nyamene be ni tirimu fine say waje atum say nyamene ne yire kran so betwen say ohu de me kiro no e ma me confidence anytime I me show bia na me confidence ne dey e be sim tim ne ko eni simfo sim ni bia me hye me na fofo simfo hu kura na me fere be say me de nyame asese at least abadadi say enyamene ene ne wo audio no so ena video no so enyamene ogu ne ko fa me picture mamu nim na AI ne dia manfo timi ye de be ka ene no ho ena ama ya se me poto mfi enwotwe nanso no seni aye hu no omsa chede bem de nyame asese no kre na yeden aba bedadi echina bi se bibie atwawi at least me ho assign se nyemene enene wo odi no so mefa kwanya iso na mada nipa bebre de di kan meda me mampani sambre no na ado danko akufu ado se wonya gidi omu onya akokuduru ka se anyway de
Kumasi online
meda the then vice president as he say we flag bearer of the new patriotic party so oyesremni achi nyina no ono nso wonya akokuduru e ka se enyemene na mada otumfo se tutu abebiu asante hini se wono nso ka se wo se we de matie bia nya wone at least enipa no bi nya gidi ye media fo no bebre so a nya gidi ka se ene no nye nene vision se first na me ye radio programs pa ni TV nti do na ni me voice no omo nso ka se obi a waso me namfofo titiu wo ma defending me dru ba bi kura dru ba bi a 7 no person to om twede ene ade because we defend it na nipa no fi say ade na wo defend ya de ne ye nipa no na wo nso twantro na wo munya akukuduro gina mu a besinde na madam yire ene memma enso ase se we nyina achi no wo mabamu amu ya de hadwen na wiase no emphasize dem manya se
MC Honorable Simon Osaimensa ena yeti nsem nyina ba watch say sa audio na circulate say yade wono edi enkremofo atem wedi siremfo atem no nokura biada eni match sisi amena mo kase was nipa just whatna dem yes a fake audio we ede ba bonten no yade anipa no aban ensa aso ni mu atese sabre wogusuwa etwere aban kukumu a police fo hwe say wo bekwa akopie mu court na say finally wo mo ebebele no asem no so edi amamode a na yentinra Afenyo markets na face no Sammy Gyemfi ho ensensem ne ade Sammy Gyemfi emre bi etwem no ba bonte na eja eye gold board ho ensensem ne ade je say minority no that is NPP amanyoko no wo mo eche say ade je say gold board aboka yie papa Sammy Gyemfi so nani abedi a wo che say debi sansem we ya etwegu ne ade nyina no nokura biada enim ye beka ya Sammy Gyemfi ebie na no eka kire eye Alexander Afenyo markets de say oye extortioners oye extortioner na say wo bi a wo blackmail you obi no wa gisika ne de free nipa ne nsem ne ade nyina no sansem ajasa Sammy Gyemfi beka ye amafo de wo ma no atomu bi ye papa na amafo bi sa say edebe mpa na esinti Sammy Gyemfi eye a whole minority leader penny akopie mo parliament house ogina donkuma ano oda wo mo ano ajasa dan ne de nyina wo hyemra de magana for so ye lawyer ni mapa eden na esinti a wasa Sammy Gyemfi ebie na no ekasa asem no na Sammy Gyemfi eba bonti aba beka se ase Ghana fo mu bebre na mu nim because anya hwe na Afenyo market so lawyer ni Afenyo market se yes extortion anka sabre nko no Sammy Gyemfi ba bonten ebeka so ye extortion anka sabre wode no akopie mu court dadada ba se Afenyo market ntumi pani kopie mu court ne ade na ono Sammy Gyemfi onim nti a ofel minority leader Alexander Afenyo market se oye extortioner na sabre amene mo kase we bie ki bi so ama me amete yebusua agimi nsem ankasa yankwa na yenkotie Sammy Gyemfi ne nsem ne nyina no enfemra sesia.
There are many underlying issues between I and Afenyo market that you don't know and those watching don't know. I have appeared on news far many times. Perhaps in this country I have held more press conferences on political issues than anybody. Have you ever heard me use the word extortion against any of my critics? Have you ever heard me? Why will I use this word now? And why have you not heard Afenyo say anything about that or challenge me or threaten to sue? So the NPP people talking, there are things you don't know. I will not just, I'm a consummate Democrat. I eat and drink debates. I'm not worried.
Call the minority leader an extortionist.
I'm not worried if you criticize him to. Yes. And that is why he cannot comment on that or even challenge me. He cannot. Because he knows that what I said is true. So there are many things that you may not have the benefit of. But let me talk about
little jovial.
But what did I do? Me too. I just compared him to Agyapong Kroma, Abena Sare. Agyapong Kroma, Abena Sare, me, all of whom are his colleagues in parliament, NPP people, who have criticized us. And I said, when you listen to those criticisms,
Kumasi Online.
you see maybe lack of information, but they don't make it personal. But when you listen to him, you hear malice for Sammy Gyemfi. Other than that, who can read these IMF reports and even suggest that Sammy Gyemfi will have to meet onerous bail conditions to the tune of 22 billion? Because this issue is not about Sammy Gyemfi. So you see the smear campaign there. You get my point? Then he says, Obi Antongo de Moka. In this world, the most cheapest thing to trade is water. You went and supervised 4 consecutive years of losses at Ghana Water Limited when you were board chairman from 2017 to 2024. A cumulative loss of 3.3 billion. You were sent to ECG as board chair. You supervised another loss of 8.2 billion cedis in 2024. What on Suaboka? What on Kenya Boka? Who you are not asked to meet any onerous bail conditions. Sammy Gyemfi that has not incurred any loss. It is me who will meet onerous bail conditions. So
that's the point.
So
if the audit, if the audit exonerates you from the claims he makes, but why should you reply in such measure?
No, but that is why I'm saying that just like he can criticize me, he's also not beyond reproach. You get my point? So Sammy Gyemfi should be criticized. Afenyo Markin should not be criticized. This is not an insult. I am showing you that this is your record. Cumulative loss of 3.3 billion at Ghana Water, 8.2 billion ECG. You are not facing any criminal action and onerous bail terms. Why should you project that on me when I have not made a loss? You see, my brother, there are many underlying issues between I and Afenyo Markin that you don't know and those watching don't know. I have appeared on news far many times. Perhaps in this country, I have held more press conferences on political issues than anybody. Have you ever heard me use the word extortion against any of my critics? Have you ever heard me? Why will I use this word now? And why have you not heard Afenyo say anything about that? Or challenge me? Or threaten to sue? So the NPP people talking, there are things you don't know. I will not just, me, I'm a consummate Democrat. I eat and drink debates. I'm not worried.
Call the minority leader an extortionist.
I'm not worried if you criticize me. Yes.
Ebusia eyade Sammy Gyemfi na yetie ne nsem nyina ba watch say secret bi e wo hono between ono ene Afenyo Markin Ghana fo bebre na enni menu tena NPP fo mani abra mo ka say Sammy Gyemfi mu ade na ade na wo say Sammy Gyemfi efre eye minority leader say oye extortionist ono ne de wonim de esi no nim de akona anya hwe kra ne de Afenyo Markin so koye boche e wo Ghana Water Company okobo ka 3.3 billion yeska ketwa sasho eri edi ni free water company hosho eri no kopie mu ewo ECG hosho kra de musha 8.2 billion Ghana cedis ne nyina no okobo aka sushuro obi akra nka se eyade wo mo man Ghana abokati de ne kwa kopie mu okota na se ye de ne kwa kwotwire mu ewo se won ba se ono Afenyo Markin beba bonten ebeba bebie na no aka che ono Sammy Gyemfi se nyame yado na se 2028 NPP tumi ba be ma wan sha na just be condition ko mo de beto ono Sammy Gyemfi ni tin so no enya de obetumi etua we yi ano asa tutu bi ede amane na yetie ni nyina ba no na trust Kevin Taylor says secret or secret there we ya ne dan what the baba bonte the whole extortionist statements made by Sammy Gyemfi to Alexander Afenyo Markin, that is the minority leader no Kevin Taylor when ye names were NPP news were NDC no because the way day in day out or defend the NDC nebusia enya sam ketwa what the gist ni nyina ba bonte and according to him was he a branch as a gold board once Sammy Alexander Afenyo Markin, that is the minority leader for the New Patriotic Party. Etutu na na pam ekoshia Sammy Gyemfi. Eno kokaje Sammy Gyemfi say, eyade aje say IMF for the report about say, waboka sushuro ntino. Ontebrim eye 10 million Ghana cedis ukwa US dollars mu eye 1 million US dollars. Ontebrim fama no na onko parliament na onko che enfama NPP for the sade ebeya the minority for no mo beka wo ma no ede atum na braja Afenyo Markin se kwa Sammy Gyemfi na Sammy Gyemfi se ahwe ka mintabrim sika bia enfa ma won nan metabrim sika bia e de ama wo chena e wa na eja Afenyo Markin di nanu wo koye e na ndi osama che pam e no sa hwe kopie mu e wo Ghana be bia yesika asam ne ade nyina no efa na breje so okopie mu e wo honom no Bank of Ghana wey ene ja Bank of Ghana for enso ye wo madwen san ya de wo mo so ebe ma Afenyo market sike bi eti Afenyo market can go on and do his worst and nti na Afenyo market se ba bonti a o attack eye Sammy Gyemfi nyame na me ka me pa chaw eye ade Kevin Taylor ene ka sansem wo so pe obi a wo ye blackmailer papa dia obeka ma Ghana for nyina ti ase se Afenyo market o ye blackmailer Afenyo market ye extortionist and they were the fe wo da wo body bi kwa obe man ka eja mrakura ni wedi no afa chire no aba be jisika bum de fru hon mo wi na tise case no aba be ye foolish case according to Kevin Taylor was wo peni bi na tabrim ta 10 million no and wo de ma Afenyo market o de ma Afenyo market na ka Afenyo market be kwa che e de ma minority said ye be ya anka the whole loss on gold board ni ade nyina be badin no and Afenyo market so no nko a etena sika no so enu nti na ade che ni ade sebia no Afenyo market se ni abraja se what target Sammy Gyemfi a o tro short ni ade nyina no edema no na wo wie no ba be kire se when it comes to Afenyo market he is not supposed to become the minority leader eni kwa se Ghana for kra no ye chi NPP for di eni kwa se ye sama NPP amanyoko ni sa ba be mu sansa sankrofo we ebusia boni a wo medi no eso chenkro yenkwe na yenkotie Kevin Taylor na somebody atudwa e de afa gold board loss ne ntokwa agesa page ne muso e wo Sammy Gyemfi e na Afenyo na Alexander Afenyo marking sintem ni nyina no efemra sisia
Afenyo marking approached Sammy Gyemfi that he needed 10 million Ghana cedis, that is about $1 million, and that Ohiasa Asikanu because they have seen a report World Bank IMF a release and that in the report they see say Bank of Ghana ne gold board aboka, so for him to go and calm his people in parliament down, for him to go and talk to his 88 piglet in parliament, Sammy Gyemfi needs to give him 10 million Ghana cedis, that is about $1 million. Now Afenyo marking Sammy Gyemfi did not do it. In fact, Sammy Gyemfi catch and say if they have found something in the IMF report, they should go ahead and do their worst. Because to him, the report does not emphatically state say Waboka, and his books, which was audited by the Auditor General, does not show anywhere say Waboka 1.7 billion. So whatever he wants to do, he can go and do it. Now, Afenyo marking free Sammy Gyemfi na the Nsan Kasa Sikano. In the name of Obeji Sikano, Ako chairman and call for parliament, send a moon raise the issue. Afenyo marking tried to go back to Bank of Ghana. And what he did was, he also went to Bank of Ghana to tell them to give him money so that he can shut down or shut up his 88 MPPs, 87 MPs. They will not start any kind of probe. They will not be heckling them about the report from IMF. He did not succeed at the Bank of Ghana. But somebody who is a businessman, an MPP businessman, who at the end of the day has interest in all this, gave Afenyo marking that 10 million. That take it. If you did not get anything from Bank of Ghana and did not get anything from Sammy Gyemfi, take it and go shut up your people. So Afenyo marking took the 10 million, went back, and he never gave any parliamentarian any money. The NPP minority, nobody can come out and say Afenyo marking gave them a cent. So do you know what happened? After he got that money and then kept the money, he realized that Sammy Gyemfi had disrespected him. He did not understand why a young man, people are speculating, when Jessica or a gold board CEO, why I say he didn't understand why Sammy Gyemfi said he was not going to give him that money. So Afenyo marking decided to blackmail Sammy Gyemfi. That was when he started telling them that he was going to come after gold board. So to in his presser, Afenyo marking never mentioned the Bank of Ghana, because that MPP businessman who has interest in all this gave him money in the name of Bank of Ghana, which the governor does not even know. So Afenyo marking press conference now, he's not interested in the Bank of Ghana, because one way or the other, some businessman which I know gave him that money. That money in Saka and it's no Bank of Ghana for that money. And my check shows he didn't get a dime from the Bank of Ghana. When he came out, it was a revenge and a blackmail towards Sammy Gyemfi. And it's now who Afenyo marking.
Orchestra. And if you listen to him very well, or you go back to listen to his presser, 99% of his statement was threatening Sammy Gyemfi. That I told you to give me the 10 million Ghana. I told you to give me the $1 million. And I am going to do what I said I would do because you didn't pay me the money. And if Afenyo said I am lying, he should come out tomorrow, because the people who gave him the money, that 10 million, he never gave any NPP MP a dime. Afenyo did not give a dime to any MP. It is what study. When we say 90% of NPP MPs or more parliament, they are not showing face. I just say Afenyo go and fight. So what study? The Jerry and the rest, they have all taken a step back. Kojo Oponkroma started side way, but Kojo Oponkroma has taken a step back. Why? It is because they don't even understand why Afenyo is taking this personal. It is because he wants to blackmail Sammy Gyemfi, to show Sammy Gyemfi that I am in control of parliament and I can destroy your name. It is always steady MPP for more parliament, but hardly do you even hear them making direct statements and speaking on this gold bond losses, because they know it does not exist. Kojo Oponkroma started this query. He, at a point, came to that conclusion that there was no loss. But you see, Afenyo he wants to drag everybody with him. And Nitina, when it came to the response, Sammy Gyemfi or responded Sammy Gyemfi, he did not do a presser. He responded on the paper, saying that we, the minority. So what's the Nikasemwa? After Sammy Gyemfi responding to Nyomana Waye, Sammy Gyemfi telling him he is bold, he can do whatever he wants to do. He now came back with a paper in the name of we the minority, because now he realized that Adeno Buabono. So he's now going to use the minority as a group to attack Sammy Gyemfi. In this letter now releasing Enrano or responding to Sammy Gyemfi, Afenyo on any day, from the things Sammy Gyemfi said and the response, he would have called a press conference, but he doesn't want to do that, because the moment he calls a press conference, it becomes about him. Everything becomes about him. So then he wants to drag in the minority, and it's not releasing just a paper and saying this is the position of our minority. But when he had the press conference, he basically made it clear. He said, Sammy Gyemfi, you go to jail. Sammy Gyemfi, you do it. He was threatening him because he didn't get the 10 million cedis. And that's the typical Afenyo. That's how he operates. So we are minority. Let me advise you people. Afenyo has been doing business with you people, your name. And you see, this is not the first time he's done this. Why yes, we are check. And one thing I realize here, it's not just Sammy Gyemfi is soft. Or Sammy Gyemfi is young. Or just a bit more popo, no ajisikebi ope. Enti, or yes, I didn't amfano. In terms of Eric J. Kasano, he doesn't have the full brief. Eric J does not really have the story. I was in Ghana 2 days ago. I'm Ghana about America. I knew all that was happening. I was following Afenyo's movement.
Ebusia Kevin Taylor and I yet see an sem nyina baja the Sammy Gyemfi ntumi ambeka wo no de obeka yan said there is a very big secret between Ono and Alexander Afenyo Marcus, the minority leader. No, as for Kevin Taylor the waba bonten aba be hyehyem nyina say ade agese gold board 170 ade nyina ba ye no the Afenyo Marcus to 2.9 ekoka je Sammy Gyemfi say 110 million Ghana cedis, that is $1 billion US. So bra Sammy Gyemfi afama no and osa call back to Bank of Ghana e kwa threaten wo so afama wo mo man say sika say de be ya minority a wo mani abere wo mo yedede wo mo kasa e de afa this so gold bar one say some near dey no betimi silence wo mo a wo hon so no wo ye sika bia mfefiri ho no na afa de e be ye personal attack on Sammy Gyemfi. They said they be Afenyo Sammy Gyemfi and the Jedi and this be an Ayabuja yetin some yeah Ghana everybody and this day we say be our ATV atras some how do about one crata animal what the nyina no eba be so me adwumako bi so da roma and adane dey nyina me so be show down adwumadi so mo ntima me twa me usima enja abo afon crata on femra sisia.
Wow, what a nice cars. So peka eye neat pa Afenyo ye free so e de abadia. Contact Danny's Garage. Hona benya car tiapo a eye neat pa ato. Car efeye eye latest models cars aba. So pe eye Honda CR-V and I said Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Land Cruiser, Sparks, and getting a Uba Ube, Nijina Ubenyabu Award, Dennis Garage. She say, need to be quiet, Diaba, a Honda CRV, a hybrid engine capacity 1.5 entry fuel, Uberwood Dennis Garage, a TI Ahmadiyya opposite 1 Frewa Homa True for 0550 623377. Echo Anna Dennis Garage, Ewo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is right. It's time for the Ghana Arts and Entertainment Awards 2026. You know what? It's time to honor the people that matters in this industry. This time is going to be glitz and glamour. All I need you to do is come meet us at the Estes Event Center inside East Legon Underbridge, right around the traffic light. It's going to happen on the 12th of September 2026. It's going to start at 6 p.m. for the red carpet and 8 p.m. for the main night. I cannot wait to see you there. It's time to honor the people that matters in this industry, and Ghana Arts and Entertainment Awards is here for that. Remember, it's going to be a night of amazing talent. I am going to be your host for the night, and I just cannot wait to see you there.
Headline sponsor, Time Herbal Mixture. Supporting sponsors,
EDEC SM Beaters, Give Us Herbal Mixture, Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, BK Tree Agrochemical.
Media partners.
Okay, so welcome back from that quick commercial break. And it's to say police ban for so as some say, and then the shoulder jumedi no eso montino body pains ni ade nyina no kopiem of pharmaceutical shop and as a chemist shop bia kwajo omo police ban ni bi ne yemfa massage na pains ni nyina no entumi entutu emfen free wo widie musa so na mo amopa no dudu etu no Messi Herbal Center mron kuma se ewo honom edmo bibia 0244582993 obetime so afre wo mo de se number so ofre nkwade a wo mo ebecho so shonko ATP mame mo akwaba
na ya sewa mejo so
bibia boko de
yesu adumo na so
obadia daruma weekend no ko se
boko
na bibia me o me kra me refie ko yie ma na ATP minim sense ba hodo na aba won krata ni mu na anopa we mitike mu ameba ena obi this story be sending me frankly speaking many boss story no so na emsere kakra
okay
yesi ukopie mu Nigeria mami abrewa wenya 101
okay
enya fiketwa
na me shira
no e wa Nigeria afi ba ku mienu miensa enai 101 wako nanim na yenim senka obi a wenya 101 de anka edwuma anka ATP ko obeye mponi sanka ndi osode anopa no aba betina dan yenim na ndi ya pe kokobi ana ya pe tibi na ye de amama ame no na ma ame nanom de yenim senka obi a wenya 101 de edwuma no no de eyesi fie je oba pani na keja watoto ne ma obi nye futu a na ko aba no ho ba sama me ya wenya 101 ni de ATP ni de anya so de anopa kwotena fie nim ekwadwu kokonom
na wo ye de
ni de anya so de anopa ekwotena fie nim agiti nom ATP ejuma ma me ne so de anopa wo ye no
ene de
ni ameti he yaji mi nsem menka njira mo
grofo ya de bia
menka njira mo ma me ne so de anopa bia no wa chichiri wi
entampi
101 osode no pa mo achechire ntampi
na ye obenyina che
ye no wechire ho no na de wa tonti chatters no na no ada kofi na be kai chatters ai eno na de bia wasode a woye ajasa sabre ya be mo kase Nigeria police for wo mo ensa ashoma minimu sechi na 101 de wo de kopie mu okota
Debi na 101 de ntampe fa ho be
sebo
nana ya
nya me sha ma me na ye adwuma wa ya ache
ene na
wa ye fiti ni youthful age ma na fiansa ya ache no
na se na edura na se because
Wachichire ton.
Wachichire.
Wachichire ton.
Nasi wachichire ton de onum bi.
Obenum bi na make say ebeye na edwuma wa ye fitini youthful age de ebesi de because 101 de nka wi ton fa ho.
Na alata police form agwajira mo chi ne sesei.
Ebokom kan na wachichire bi kwa dia.
O de no de waro wo chi ne sia o no oji na wu. What should I say?
Story no so na say, "Hey, na 101 dey out on read and adwuma yi, wa ya che. Na we me say ye dey kopie mu court na e ma no 20 years kra ma me no wan hwa 1 year pe. No atwa na nanu mo nsie do.
101 ya me
ATP. Judgment do be ka den na che Awurade. Say na we adwuma ben. Na me kire ntampe.
Eti ba mi so nya me na ehira na na sabonsam na ehira.
Music online.
Question for the gods. No va my change na no emfa comment section na say emfa mami ATP for your rank rata ni.
Okay, said Nyankopon de na watch for frasa so acha yi mami for daily searchlight emfa shen krata ni nyina nene ukopie mo social media no my Ghana mo asene say ya Afenyo marking and Afen so yes Sammy Gyemfi entokwa ekoso mu na nye fedi agra no de ye papa mu tokoi ebe koso menya mi hu ade ebetimi ama ntokwa na to etime twa de brada ni nyina ye gold board ho sensem na no da Sammy aya Afenyo marking be ka say ekuro mu ase ye friend no my Ghana ama Ghana ya santo Ghana no ye kwame nkroma Ghana yetimi ntongo de ye nye de emmoka wa hase we nam so epokra ma ye Sammy Gyemfi so be ye press conference ni ade na nsem bi kokko so ma ye Sammy Gyemfi kra be kikan se mi say ye papa Afenyo marking share de we osimi blackmailing okuro ma say no enye fedi agro we nam so ama ye Afenyo marking aba abonte an wo kire mu ka kire Ghana fo nya say ensem Sammy Gyemfi kan ni kure de se ni kure bie no we wo no de enche bia no ba be siu ye Sammy Gyemfi a ene krata daily searchlight etwa ho fo ni kama so ede aba na ya mia me wo fo ye chama wuntumi ni fo ni eda ha ye se amegusu a ne wo ka say wogusu atwira ban kukuma se wo ye adwumaden ede asoma ye wo man Ghana na no ada ne nya ne tie se me papa ne ma ade nyina ye chama wuntumi e wo den se wo still na ye national chairman Nyankopon bo the 3rd October es abato e ba be ko so no wo gina mu gingin na no fia da ne nya ne tie se esi ana the spokesperson ene mpanifo bi e ka ho atima akopeke forms no ede amana na kratai etwa ho foni kama so ede aba it's my daily searchlight and ensem ni bi na ba ye no na se mabom nyina kama so ede amama memfa daily guide enfa entwa so eno so be pie mo kratai ne manesa po afoko kratafa etoso eye mienu ni foni hase kama o ni musenya kopon bo a delegate wa NPP amane kuo ne de kokromoti power no ebekọ akoto aba no no netima ba ebe national chairman edi ama NPP amane kuo watimi akọ peke ne fon Nyankopon bo achina ene ode ebekọ ene kratai e kan wasem so ha na abepie mo kratafa etoso eye miensan so wasiase so a na se ye bo acheja akoni foni eda ha jombo adu ena afeso so ye former eye subi MP eye Eugene Boache GF mu nyina foni eda ha na no ada sisi bio etu mu say ye national executive ye we uniforms no betima ba be fa no yes ni person betima kwa forms no ye mako 50 ne fedi agro obi apese eja obetimi be bibi e wa NPP amani ko no ma ene krata ye twa hunfoni kama so eda beto krata ni ma wunye bia na eja wakenka ni nyina bi kama ye nyina so nim se Nyankopon bo the 3rd October ena ya election no e ba be koso na ukopie mu national chairman ni mo anese nipa mako enum ene gina ye sanso general secretary ni nipa enai ukopie mu so national vice chairman so esi nipa mako dumiensa ene fedi agro na ese o mani abriye papa enye
position ye 11 pe na nipa ba 50 by ATP national chairman wu nyayanka wan na e banka o hwenke
na medenka po afoko ba yanka
pola foko nso na nde ne ho nsema adane buruja ye yeso ne na nadu ne munye fine asebo
oh my Ghana
but unim baby a hoso mesre kakra JFK position no
yeah
JFK position mesre kakra especially hono abu UG na usubin consistency cry hu so
Sylvester so show
Sylvester na no baba ntebeka sisi ane de propaganda no baby o medu sisi ane yen ka no kra no settings configure chatters
antis na ya Nyankopon bo the 3rd October ne kroma be de
oh so mo beto Kumasi ha o yes so mo beto sports stadium
kroma say be de ye papa ni
but me will be Sammy definitely JFK be fa as general secretary
okay
but first vice one no na say aye bibi o say sisi na be about first vice and ba wo me spokesperson is to be say I think the last week the story by Nana Komia so say or be contest na be so na say audio be circulate a watch say yes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Baumia to me embeji to me sama NPP. Nana Kwamia so dey Baumia too. No we Nana be forget his position never. Don't forget never. Na one day most likely say Nana Kwamia be pick.
Na ya na me wo fa chama wonto me ye say ende.
Mo fa chama wonto me kra menti ase wo bia wo dey still na. Oh, but you have gone to change. Say NPP for your mistake. I don't hate chairman. Won't you? You need me be. I mean, you disclaimer when it is when it's your other or Chiranko. Or be a one need me be a chairman. Won't to me? I don't hate him. But the truth is, chairman won't to me at Ensawom now. We cannot contest. Say chairman won't to me put NPP for G2 someone contest it. None the Nimba ballot papers were ATP 2028 about affect NPP.
Aye.
2028 general election. Sadia no say NPP for your mistake no mo ya. One shot the nipa na mo 2024 kra about one kra ko saying. Vote no so beti who because some Ghanaians feel say chairman want to meet them sisi and galam say na dey na kotumo. Ebi adwenya wo say na chairman want to be ye illegal mining enu to no trim. Ebi nim say ebi order no concession ema wo bi na nipa ne de koye yo. It is the moment am be ma chairman want to be na nima ballot paper so say yankoto ne so aba pe. Ebe affect NPP no.
Oh my Ghana.
Basanka wankwansa wom so a national chairman chairman wutumi ko be fun simple. So be fun simple ka jombo adum wo mu nyina wo ho bepo. Now chairman wutumi asam ne yeka o. 2022 e wo stadium ha.
It's stadium ha say no.
Koka. Ya mouse kana ne abodua na to ho.
Radi go for right.
I to aswe.
Ekuro we mo pa mi NPP amanuko no nyamfukupon bo 2028. Wa mo wi a wo ho. Esan so be yesekeke. E wo kuro ma say. Na mama for daily statesman enfa entwa so eno so be pie mokrate ne ma na se eya Afenyo mark won ne ye Sammy Gyemfi won sensem asese etwagu o man Ghana mu ase we nam sure wo kire mu ka sesi no be siw no do won de so no da so gina ba bi o gina hai sa 1.7 billion US dollars na wo makoto gold abon still na omu hwehwe mu fama no na se papa na ni abiro na ya se wa ye se galamsi asese se ye so se yensa ase no klatafa etoso eye mienu e wo hase ye 100 acres Galamse netima se nyina wo man Ghana nti ebe ye nie menya sure se go man Ghana ye na ye Asante Michael ka enso ni foni edakratafa etoso eye enan e wo krata enim kama na ne nyina enano ada wo fresem trofo nhie mu na jai na nsem de bi kwo so ye papa na se ba ko a wo kan ye to makoma so ye papa se medias for no ye sem trofo ne nhwe se bi obi betina so wo ye o platform so de dia tem na so betina se de dia tem na ekwo so ne nyina no eto ntimi ntwa politics na nya de dia tem ene krata e ka wasama wo hase sans so na ye me papa ye po afoko so nyagopon bo akina na ode ne forms no de medi diligence de to so ne so asem dada na 1.7 billion still na Afenyo market so won ti ase ai waje krata ni nyina Afenyo krata so kan wasem sanso no be pie mu ase ni pa mako 50 SNPP amanuko election e ba be ko so nyagopon mo on the 3rd ndo krata ya sanso atwa ho foni kama awa kumsi me auntie
obenya se ne ede me se baby en NPP ne dru no ho eye nyodinfo won se o flag bearer na nkasa na ase oye bote kakra nti ye pe obi obebu awura mu obe sheki ne ma na akofa de oye mote na akofa ba mi aka ho so de en se na party na mawie no nti awa kumsi de I support him obenya na national youth organizer so Pope very hard working man papa of I think say no so ya dia ebeboa
na ya say wa your papa your spiritual father Reverend Kusibuate that I was sorry was it she no baby ye man pani abedi echedo to Frank Adama NPP amanuko ebi obedo say was so be kunu ho ama no obeye adwumaden nyakopon bo 2028 Dr. Bob me power eti no ye wow spiritual father ne sama wono enso e canon mama fa the supreme e ye wosere mama fa the supreme fa ento so na ye jombo adunfo ni eda ha say ene asi hwehwemu ama ye hu say national chairman na wo kɔ no ebi mo se ye hwehwemu obetima dinkunim ye papa ye ene krata ye twa homfo ni kama so e de aba na dwumadi bi e kɔ so over the weekend na ye chief of staff e kɔ pie mu wo hɔ no nyina ye o man Ghana ya hu ni die si ebetimi adi ehuni ne nsuo ntimi nyini mfa ye no wode nsem bebrenda e ka so my Ghana ye nyina ye nka ye ho mom ye ntimi endi ye ho ne ne kratai e ka wasam so e wa hasan so na poafo ko Yakopon bo a wo so meti ye ne forms no kratai so esan so e bo ho amane enso wa ha asante Michael Kaso ne foni e da kratai ne nyina e ye nsem asese na no ado friends and trophy wode tu dwa no kratai esan so e ka wasam enso wa ha ma me fa daily analyst e fa ento so na kopie mo ye Kakum Forest Area Reserve one of my saying Jumedie bi akoso wo ho no ma nam so ama obi etima hwene kwaya ya yes ye word life ye guide for is na ye omo hwe ana so omo boy yen sas na se forest ne ho ban no wo mo ko ho no se eja mo ko akọ ho ban na ha omo so omo ka ha ye omo ko akọ pen na ma ba bebo impusu ze de awe no omatimi atutuo e de abo ba ko ne krate etwa ho foni kama so e de aba sa so na ye Gideon ye asare so na wo kirem ka se ka wo ko for a communication no ne se no was step it down say we se no de ne support na e de mamira kwa bonja
so mo ti wuntu ho na no mo ye de no be position NPP
na ya se
is obi o ye aduma wo wuntu mi office bia automatically ye NPP yati ya
I no was step it down ai
onya nkasa nyese was step it down wonya se de Ghana fo nyina e boji Dennis Miracle aboaje so no aya we so obe poto ade chi otumi nkotena radio nim nkokasa enu nti no was step it down
okay na mama for the source in front was no so nkrata ya ye Gideon bra yi asare bedi akon our withdraw for ye wo ba ye papa ya de nyina so Miracle aboaje akon na krata isan so kan wasem Sammy Gyemfi versus ya Afenyo market ho sensem no e krata the source so senso atwa ho foni aba dan so ama ya Afenyo market kirem ka kire Ghana fo nya sensem Sammy Gyemfi ka no nukura bi ani ho no ma ewom sanso no be piem so wasia se ne sensem dada na NPP amani ko nipa mako 50 so makofa forms na kratai esanso eboho mane enso ha ma me fa the new publisher enfan so ren kratai ni nyina so no so be piem kratai ni ma Afenyo market na wo kirem ka se wo se hura mo huru no man Ghana mu ase ma sobre ma no te se Ghana mapa mo di na tem no nya na wo hwe wono de 1.7 billion US dollars no eno ana wo sere se jam bo hwehwe mu ye na di tem ne de enka ni coat na baba be ka ne shirt wo kromu hasitana ya ma me nyina the new publisher so na me sorry krata nyina so na fa de kanyina e fa beto so ma yeti fo ada ne de nyina mo jebrete kuma so live TV TV era face of Ken TV
okay hana ATP meda wasiye papa na wo kwe ma me fa breaking we so mfa ntwa wo mu ati ATP we dem do kopie mu ha for regional na the stories am for this send them na yazam get to ha for region senior high school bia your friend mem senior high school and na security man na wo ho no onye headmaster wonye HOD onye teacher ni onye oye security man na ya brofilize ne kakra oya watchman just a senior high schools wo mu no ya no wo tena main gate na no a wo bi kwa abonte a wo mo hwese kwa wo kọ no kita exact ne ade nyina no na sa security man we ATP ababa we bi na Agyapong wall Agyapong wall no wo kọ town na wako town wa ba no na security man show ne musa twetwe and wo se as we every war akotown aba de a me de wo ko disciplinary committee se wo mpesa me de wo be ko disciplinary committee dia di mechi na me nkobo suwum sawum te se di mechi na me fo nkoto ho na me yi me be me mfantu ya woto na me mbo we Gyemfi fa woto na bracha sababa we wo hwese de disciplinary committee ye nya suspension kro benya be 2 weeks suspension be sanction sign bond de odiko di security man ye chi na nyame ye na dom ena ne nanfofo ebe pie mu se na o ma ready sign na be security man na yade a wotaye ena sabre ya me mo kase nkola no akwakoto ache security man na just we join shirts ready to fire wo be boja kwesiada wo be yi ni be ma onu so de fuka kada ka be ko na de full stop wo be yi di akwasha baba we tu abonu so hum sawom ena nkola ko video ye e de ba abontin abraba ye bo security man o ene headmaster te de e teacher for te de e ma security man impo watchman so mpo no ATP wono so epe ate de sabre de e de no wenyante oh wenyante feelings wenyante mofra no ebebowura onum di wo mo camera ne ade nyina no ebe cheche so ma gya ne be ma no wo kan ye e de hyemu sa eto ne zip mu na we enye wo ne mfam na me amiti he makota wontina mama security ma wo hwe be ma pa ne efu eda nanim a na ma da ho no say we wo be ma me mission no be ma me dogia no be ma me den
na ya sewa
NPP
na o school so twa woda
me da bi o me na be a good student oh now I was a very manye bi da wo de me say we ye bi ni pe NPP obua
oh na na ya
I put it to you say we ye bi enya ba woni Sandra enya ba ko nya mienu nya miensa wo de me say we ye bi NPP ma na wase I don't be calm
ministry can be right
I dey ma na wase am say communicators for today I radio mo ba betena sene ya twetwe nkomo edi afa ensema hodura echegu ewe ya mangana na Alexander Afenyo markets gold bar won sansam ni ade wo so on want ya senne no wate ase kira this time dey wa twe na body nchechire mu ni ade nyina aba wo say loss abe wo no de ye gold board for na aboka so na won ji ntumu da say ye gold board for na aboka yenti ne nsem no enfemra sisia
gold purchase program. Are they not talking about the forex losses? Are they not talking about the exchange rates? Are they not raising the pricing? Kwame, let me add another point. When gold board loan was here, no, honorable, American wash our whole banner only the big issue page, no, Kwame, Pocho, music and mankind. Namibia, Memfamo, Kwame Boom, to be fair, Emmy a politician, Ebia Metra Kushi, and Pocho, one farmer Kwame, Kenya for Ken, Navy Fabra. Where IMF, International Monetary Fund, Ghana was selected issues. Correct. Now, one more Eddie Free, International Monetary Fund, Washington DC. Thank you. Date no August 2026. Yo, but your area minority for reporter. There be. Kwame, Ken Brofono Boko. What's it? Kanini Yababu Lottery. Was now the numbers. Thank you. In 2025, the significant scaling up of DGPP operations led to losses
online
1.7 billion. Billion what? Dollars. That is 1.5% of GDP. Right. Almost entirely related to gold for reserve. Oil purchases. This amounted to a loss of 17% of the value of all gold sold by the Bank of Ghana. Losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and assay fees paid to gold board. Emphasis. Okay. Kwame, emphasis. Mate, meka hobiem. Was say, amounting to 17% of the value of your gold sold by the BOG. Losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and assay fees paid to gold board. Continue. Discounts on gold sold to off-takers, that is exporters, and most importantly, exchange rate losses from the spread between forex bureau rates paid to purchase gold and the CD reference rate used for BOG accounting. That's figure 7. Survey data suggests that Ghanaian ASGM, that's artisanal small scale gold mining, prices are among the abbreviation or your artisanal small scale gold mining. Right. Gold. Right. Okay. Right. Are among the highest in the region. Right. So it means that in West Africa, yen artisanal gold now in yet ton, it is the most expensive. Yet ton abozin ne area yaboko. And it's a yekade the minority no a church azimuna ye kade. One ton gold in bokao, ne gold board aton gold abokawa. Assembling kodo. these accounting losses partly reflect valuation effects rather than economic costs.
Stay there, Kwame. So what this means is that the argument by government abandoning Shemi there is always an economic cost to implementing an economic policy such as this gold purchase program. No, it's not correct, because per this audit by IMF,
Online.
by the way, just for clarity, anytime IMF does a report, it shares the draft with government for government to express its own views as to the issues emanating from the report. So what I want the public to know in there, this final report is what both parties have agreed and signed to as the final conclusion. Right. So from this report, the IMF is saying there, the gold for reserve program, or the domestic gold purchase program, has a structural design defect. What the report is saying therefore is that the policy has failed, and the losses are not as a result of economic costs. That's why they stated it in black and white. Yeah. So you cannot even argue that the IMF was not fair. The IMF was fair, and the language of the report, per what we all know in governance, is agreed by both parties. So you have been indicted as a government for failing in such a key policy. So if you tell me that, oh, your justification is that you have brought in so much forex in the gold trade and that has resulted in the stability of the city, your own report is indicting you that no,
Kumasi Online.
Inefficiencies in the program.
The honorable weno gold board naboka na BOG naboka.
This question, you have the answer. What is the answer in the report? Before I come in with my explanation, in the report, what did the IMF say?
Honorable Alexander Afenyo is the minority leader, and still now all insist say a idea gold board and na aboka and we see IMF report by any na a idea just say emu ye trade them no kranka santro biada enim bibia da na akwan show Sammy Gyemfi na ni abre no kind of gold board the more can go also gold board womo aboka. My guest for today woma baba tenasia ye ba ababa twetwe enkomo e dia from some hodra echugu e wo ye my Ghana Kofi Bediako e kasa de ma NDC amanyoko sasa na say Gyemfi so e kasa e de ma NPP amanyoko no mekwa wo mo nchen na mama wo mo nyina akwa bashonko e dia ba show down jumedi so say Gyemfi
Bahi mana bi aboko de.
Nyame adom me ho ye pa o na nso e.
So me ho ye me po asem bro so. Kona ba bi amako chinchina fa pa na maza ba o show you say. Enya wa asem pa na me pe wa asem anka me ba.
Me da se. Se de o ya da me sa na me so me check.
Ensam na e wo no so hia wo se e be ka ho asem.
Ani.
Ko ya nka ho asem mu de se kan be dwa na nka.
Kobi.
Me ya ba.
Bibi aboko.
Nyame adom bi aboko.
Ye do ba de aso so kama sentina ba ya.
Yeah, no crazy. So what me say me kwan wa. So we free search south Asante Agona. Aha, na ma tima tutu mu aba bedru ha sei no. Na se me fa dwuma di no emi agro. Na so am sa bantem. Yeah, and so yeah.
Osha wa mantem amekanti wa bantem ne de. Ono wa kama hwefo nyina ate se Kofi abantem, Kofi bantem, Kofi du ha be 215 mu honom ti. Ayo bantem Kofi me da se akwa ba bi mu. Ebusi amre ne kwanti e be remo with your topics for discussion. The edikan minority leader Alexander Afenyo Makensa. Chesa Sammy Gyemfi afre no extortionist no. Sansem no eni nyina gold board ho sansem ni ade ye bisa se sadina Sammy Gyemfi ede ema Afenyo Makensa no esefata anasense emfata. Mensha se emfefru Kofi onchen.
Me aba obi kan asem mpe nipa. So what you say na ade a yera Afenyo Maken aye no enya ade a etwa yi kra
den na waye
isan say or the atrocem a eni nyina so e na opese odi gu abrantie Sammy Gyemfi enimu ase isan say bible kra kan say utirimu fan a ntia moa enye de enkum enti abrantie tirimu fan a no odi di ne dwuma e wo man Ghana mu ase enti no asemi baaye no NPP fo agyan abo Afenyo Maken so na akwa nura wohwɛ TV so na wohwɛ abranteɛ no animu a wotimi sɛ awerɛhoɔ ɛne ɛbrɛ adrɔ n'anim dua no obiara nsɛ na no ɛna ayɛ akɔ yi nika ɛsiane sɛ yɛte wɔn mu ha sɛ me nua ba NPP foɔ ɛde ɔmo ano kɔhyɛ IMF foɔ nsa yɛkɔkɔgye $3 billion United States dollars na saa $3 billion United States dollars na yɛkɔgye no me nua ba nsihu ayɛsan wɔ ho ɛyɛ 10%. Apart from saa nsihu no so no yɛfɛ bi conditionalities ayɛ no wontumi mfa nipa kora adwuma ɛsiane sɛ wakɔgye IMF foɔ bosia nti ɛna me no kasa yi Bank of Ghana ne dwumadi also ɔhwɛ ne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ mo yɛsi kasɛm egyina Bank of Ghana ne dwumadi ne sɛ ɔmma ɔman no ban ɛma nneɛma ɛntoto yie ɛwɔ sikasɛm ne adwadie mu no a ɛmfasoɔ ɛnka ne dwumadi hu no wɔde sika ɛkɔma PMMC a saa time no ɛdi ne yɛde frɛ no ansa ne yɛbɛyɛ sɛ di no ababɛn no gold board na saa dwumadi no a yɛde hyɛ saa PMMC no a yɛwura Sammy Gyemfi da no ɛtotɔ gold ɛde ma Bank of Ghana menua anigye sɛm ɛwom a ne Ghana ni bia kyɛ na kɔma ato no yam ni sɛ yɛkɔkɔgye bosia wɔ IMF ɛyɛ 3 billion but within 1 year pɛpɛpɛ no menua ba sika a ne yɛtumi atotɔ gold ɛnya firi mu ɛde akɔ adwaman so no sika nkɔ ne yɛtumi nya firi mu nkwan ɛyɛ $10 billion United States dollars enti sɛ wototɔ gold na so de ko adwaman so na so konya $10 billion United States dollars na so oboka 1.7 billion a me nwa ba obetima ka say edwadie ne edwafo ana dabi at the end of the day no me nwa ba ani gi se mesa wom ni say Ghana ni no na nya so mfaso esan say 1 eni ma bo abafem 2 yesi kasem no so atimi agina afe baako ne aboso me nwotwe nie moment obi anti ase Bank of Ghana ni dwumadi a wodie no enya mfaso nti a na Afenyo market no wode apobo ɛne ehunahuna ɛna na nkɔde ba akɔsisi yɛwura Sammy Gyemfi ne san sɛ yɛwura Sammy Gyemfi ɛde pɛpɛyɛ ɛne ɛnseyɔ a ne dwumadie mu no tɔyɛ ne kasasehye bia ne anim ntie no wɔ sɛ wo yɛ azan na brabani wo sɔre a wo yɛ extortionist so what you say sɛ yɛm popo nipa anyini ho sika no ɛno ɛna wa Afenyo market otie menua yɛde tanse ɛbɔ Afenyo market na papa ne ntimi meyi na no sɛ asɛm a yɛwura Sammy Gyemfi ka no ɔboa Sammy Gyemfi adɛ ne sɛ fami kɔ court ɔsɛ me Yesu kura kan sɛ bebre gu ne ho fi na me enti me de me nka ho hwe ɛnɛ de ba bia NPP foɔ musuban akɔ du no ɛna me no ka sɛ yasa hye ne sɛ ɔmra me deny sɛ saa apobo na no nkɔ pɛ Sammy Gyemfi agye ne ho sika sɛ de bɛyɛ anka ɔbɛka no ade atu no wanfa sika na ma no nti ɛna wɔkeka ne nsɛm no ɛno so ɔsɛ ɛno so me yɛ de me nka ho hwe na me de me gyina ofidi kesi sɛ OSP 8 me ne na wie ya onto ne nsamfɛ Afenyo marking sɛ die nti ɛna abranteɛ ɛde no kuradie ɛyɛ na dwuma na ɔkɔkɔ na bɔ na po ɔkɔkɔ daada no agye ne ho sika wa abra abranteɛ so no ɔkɔye no kuradie na ɔde som ɔban Ghana so OSP ɛhwehwɛ wɔtwe Afenyo market de ne ba be gyina OSP wɔn aka sɛ wo aponya zana wo na ma wo gigigi sika wɔ nkrɔfo hɔ no ɛnyɛ suban papa. What you say?
But you people have evidence to say Afenyo because I will say these are mere allegations against Afenyo markings. There's a say you just care for Sammy Gyemfi.
Me aba wo ko kan sa asem we a na ma Ghana ni bi akora ho adwire no. Wo ma de krontia. Ye to mo mu say ene aka cho say publication of false news no. So what you say? Emra betimi no wadi. Mo me kan hu say yewura Sammy Gyemfi ye lawyer nim papa a wo san nim de. Ene di asem ato so. Say won ka ba bepem ya bomapo o si fa se no kokota se majama na ka na Yesu kura kan se bibiri fa ne ho
don't you see say ebia na on pair like on who say ebia na mo person mo drive your attention from gold board loss no na afi e no be your center of communication say Afenyo su Sammy Gyemfi
me nwa ba mamma instances ba ko say publication of false news no crime e wo mam ha sei the santos game upo bia policy think tank ma gidi okroma say pa Mani Ghana na Mani Ghana vice president Kofi Bentil e da baba betudwa say so far there gold board e na abo dwumadie na dwumadie wadie na dwumadie a asombo o man nya so fa so yie e wo mam ha say what you say mama Ghana ni bia ntia say amefo no nya adwumaku a omo pe ade papa afi Ghana ho e say akwa bobosia 3 billion ensi hu a wo ho 10%. So what you say? More conditionalities. Na say enei si etima to go na si enya 10 billion. Na si aboka 1.7 billion na. Wo si say dwade we dwade fo ana. There be IMF fon ayo mo ya. The santo subiem. I'm a foreign report from the bed, baby, no boss, Sammy Gyemfi, Dean says, Sammy Gyemfi, Bank of Ghana, Boca. But baby, no can I say, good board, so I'm a Bank of Ghana, Aboka. Yama, more GM, 18 and tears, say, Bank of Ghana, you may and young for so tia, and you conquer. See, si kase mbeti mi ejina ama dwedie aba fam ama gana ni ho atoye no enu ne ni ade ade ehia na na me no kase afi ba ko ne aboso me nwotwe no ye nkobu se ma amenom o mu didwa ye ma amenom o mu hia dollars akokra ne ma wa mono ne se o ma dwedie mu te sen
okay
so what you say na me no kase me nwa gana ni bia ntia se bo mi akana no atum hye dem o ma de kwantia na o ba se me no wa beka esan se adekwantie ko yin free Bank of Ghana so na me vice president o ba ye odwane afri ho enti esi ana me no kase yi no Sammy Gyemfi aboa menne city to dollar ho politics na no eto atwa NPP fu ya koma no atum
okay
o muntimi nkasa wo city to dollar ho
yate for your submission Sir Jeff
I am a das
na adan na ja wo bi di asem kase yete se edi atomo minority leader na mo fa asem nkokota mo si ai nyam pokobo nkran ye kana wase
me about ni bibi mama mfa ncha kase ma Mishra Yerura, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, on a flag bearer of NPP. Papa enim diemu na osi da bi. Yefe do ya dollar ni si koso na yemfa good for reserve program emra. Ni etimi nya good bebres ejina ho a enu bi na ebetimi de asi yesi di nachi edi besi achi ba anase insurance amano. Na fofi anto ata ni ifra ba ma kofu e ba omso na de ba ya asati afo muso. Emi ya hwe ya ho. Ejuma ho ba din organ hapa na so bi so NDC communicator. There's a time coming. One of the difficult work and as jobs to do in Ghana here ebe NDC communication. If you say Dr. Mahmoud o meka den ayaya internal elections. Mo start constituency internal election. What is the president am abeka ho asem? No, we are still in the internal election. Primaries are here. As a leadership for the party, and son, you moving on with the what campaign messages. Now, let's talk about extortion. First of all, extortion is a criminal offense. Semi extorted papa we are. Papa we won't cancel will see me. Because so kind section 151 of Criminal Offences Act 29 or say extortion to extort a person property from any other person by means of threat commit a second degree felony. A criminal offense. And I am going to say he who alleges must prove beyond a reasonable or they say a reasonable doubt. What's in my best extort family court? I've committed crime. To extort someone means it's a criminal offense. If I'm liable for that offense, take me to court. So now you people expect say Sammy Gyemfi boom and far from your markets and court. You don't need to come and say it on media. Over can media no say media for anything. Go to court. Me say when I come maybe a threat to assault. Assault is a criminal offense. Maybe assault you don't need to come. Hey, you will be able to take me to court. Because I see the law lies in the bosom of the judge. Judge need to was some a question I didn't pana faswa. The entire be Sammy Gyemfi. The entire we don't want to waste our time in court is because Sammy Gyemfi is a man who is not meant to be trusted. Catway. Who's criticism? Who catch us a coup what you are called bribe of $400,000. Keep NDC appointee in office. Obi go anything. Who now take Roman now Sammy Gyemfi see. Obi Yusu Haptel no e de order aduane e de bibia la that person is secretly funding Dr. Alhaji Baumia campaign yet ya mo ba power ya mo attorney general de beka asat oboa Haptel no nya Baumia dia enti e dia na what in moral integrity na oba ewo Sammy Gyemfi ho a o kan asema we have to take him serious. This guy has been consistently lying to the media, and then ade bakwa na me blame Ghana for say yeah naturally we fail to do our own research. Obi can some mane to yasum because you look your nipa ne pedigree. Baby a nipa na rise for who communication director of NDC, whole political party like NDC. Can some one here abeji. Sammy Gyemfi has consistently lying about these people. Akufo-Addo kwaje o de fans Akufo-Addo kwaje bribe $400,000. Wosi won TV da. Ugu ye ho press conference kasa ya na waboka 1.7 billion. 400,000 1.7 billion the end of those. Tienka anuntum. So when at 10 billion into what loss 1.7 tienka anuntum. What kind of is this? We common sense. This is common sense. So we should keep quiet. Let's do a comparative analysis. $400,000 in as compared to $1.7 billion. Emu dia hin loss. Emu dia hin demand accountability. So by virtue of you accruing $10 billion, you should keep quiet of your loss of $1.7 billion.
But
is that what you're trying to say?
He has said if Afenyo feels he is lying, Afenyo should sue him. So why is Afenyo not taking the lead and suing him? Because allegations now not you. For a whole minority leader, be Mabontain, and because some name from Hopa and Decra Kevin Taylor, so Babontain say, Afenyo compare over 22 billion or so, compare 10 million Ghana cedis. That is US dollars, $1 billion US.
Also, compare the
or say Afenyo Markins. Eko Sammy Gyemfi ho. Eko kache Sammy Gyemfi say. Gold board the kana abano. Give me this amount of money. Let me share it to my people.
Right.
That they will keep quiet. And so why is the minority leader silence over this whole issue near there on taking them on, because it is going to be a better MP before Mukomo.
If say no crepa say something of this sort has happened, don't we have courts? Sammy Gyemfi, you're a lawyer. What do you think you have to raise press conference about this? The media tried. We are sick and tired of it too. It's worthless in the eyes of Ghanaians.
Okay.
Take us to court. You have a well-functioning court system. And you probably have more money bribe. Bribery, a offense, criminal offense. Take me to court and stop the media trial. These people, when issue ba near Kahwas and Nego party no fear. Fast forward, no much PBB so just to stop criticizing them. We've seen this.
Okay.
That is why we don't want to rant on unnecessary criticism. Yes, see, what we are demanding is accountability. Come and make account to us. Me read the IMF report, almost say the $1.7 billion. It's not about say a year from 2025 more force in Kakra no incriminate IMF or the saying Bank of Ghana report. So if you don't know the originative predicament of the law, sir, you might not know say it was coming from good board.
But don't you see?
Whom do you think you can outsmart?
At least Sammy Gyemfi should be invited. We have a committee.
What's one map?
Sammy Gyemfi, I haven't really seen anywhere. Sammy Gyemfi, like I said, the only committee or cast went to the next year was the new committee. I'm here say MP before Kakra, NDC before Kakra.
That is the meaning of ad hoc.
Even call me at Parliament House. I'm going to be available.
Me pacho, your public accounts committee. You can invite the person.
And also my friend now, good.
And I say issue. This issue, there is a quite emergency issue. Minority raising. So I'm running my whole point. Say we can set up an ad hoc committee to sit on this matter. As soon as they are done, the committee dissolved. And it's a public accounts committee. Or they be ad hoc committee there. Moshe good boss and say Moshe muwie ya hwema wie wedi for wedi bim ya good. It can be done. See, Afenyo can say let's set up and how on card the DT Ghana mra. That is how things can be done when the issue is what an emergency issue, and I say emergency. That's how it can be done. Afenyo, you are lambasting Afenyo Markins for nothing because you know your guy. Munim some guy no and something send come Sammy Gyemfi na moral rights ben Sammy Gyemfi also best keep accountability e dey na ko yan for NPP appointees amfa so who catch the whole Samira Baumia second lady of this country say ne car baako on ya dey make up a yunkwan dey make up you see, can you take somebody for granted like this? No, listen. Sammy Gyemfi, let's take your portfolio as gold board aside. What about Ben? What about betting? Do I want to do Afenyo Markins? Obi or no one in pocket money. See a whole children's hospital man constituency. Do you think so? Yeah, anybody to be jeopardized? No. Now we are say one not. So I mean, come and this frontier says here. The Pabuakas in the here and can ensure continue with him. Now I am telling you, say one we are. Say if you don't call your people to order. If you don't call your leaders to order, communication and defending them will be one of the difficult things to do. And one way our own customer the baby says, are you defending this? Send the NPP 2 year 4 year now. It got to a point in time. Some of the issues no defended now was in him. Please be careful. Because I'm telling you for a rough fact, say NDC your only competitor, political competitor, party competitor, NPP. Okay. Yeah, we need 2020 election. I told someone NDC map will be so you will not stay in power for long. That's all I will say. We have to say for now. But Sammy Gyemfi must account for the money that is being lost.
Okay, yes, Jeff. No, Sammy Gyemfi should account for the money that has been lost. That is 1.7 million Ghana citizens. Yeah, goes where I know the back and forth. Million. Yeah, yes, able to me. Akamet was so dear wound to me. It's not Mandela. His chairmanship could hurt NPP. This is coming from Musa Dankwa. According to Musa Dankwa, why post been a chairman wound to me. What should him say or be regional chairman, national chairman, as I'm the neighbor from national chairman, the NPP no say chairman wound to me. Yeah, Mandela. This is issue. You should just go and sit down. Why people still forcing us chairman?
We are not forcing anybody. Yeah, you force will be.
But why chairman won't me? There are lots of people.
But he is not the only one contesting.
Yeah, so why are you people still allowing him to be our dance in Sawom 20 years?
He's not Mandela. Mandela was in prison, but he won the election. Senegal president Doumaye Faye, he was in prison, he won the election.
So
our very own Kwame Nkrumah was in prison, he won an election. So so there are other people who were also in prison now lose the election. So it's not automatic say Mandela won election, so ebia chema untumbe win me patcho manu susimna so nyese bia make us won win nemo emrabia nsi no ho kwan say owon sawa mo party ban untimi contesting because emrabia ho anka man be preventing so be picking nomination forms. And so me yet chema untimi ayi no me try bi ya say I say the law lies in the bosom of the church. Okay, asem kokota a claimant na beka na asem defendant na beka na asem we can we are na law lawyer ne say misusu say and some afanu ni nyina aka no abi bia ne do was obo wi ade so misusu say and some afanu na aka no say na me de emran what they say me judgment be to enti emra no judge no or interpret law no e wo tenure no as feel based on the evidences and the cases that has been presented. Enti a lawyer for judges ayewo untimi election ni mu no yen delegate emra no ehye ensem see free say baby a yadru ye hia untimi to be the chairman irrespective of wherever he is we will vote for him. See free say enyo no na wose de ni be di party na ni mu a but emra bia nsi no ho kwan so on nomination forms and contest whether he is Mandela or not. So untimi contest no winia
winia is he going to serve the party from Nsawoma na mupe bibia just a mark on Nsawoma because 20 years ebia mo baba be mo bi mpo 2028 still your chairman will be at Nsawoma.
Okay, that is it. We have the chairman, first vice chairman, second vice chairman, third vice chairman, and now me two me no kasa current chairman team oyare buti ene jina mu no ayi mu nyina ho buga mu nyina so when atoda bia ho chairmanship position bebre na na ceremonial so ho no because o share your party constitution na real time operations no first vice second vice organizers youth organizers omo na real time operations work. So chairman no idea bia na say strategy bia no dey to form. But how the strategy will be executed lies in the bosom of the first vice and the other organizers, the field marshals. I'm going to execute this animal. Okay. Eti me pacho chairman untumi or who can so for nomination form no ato. But say obe wini anase on win no. Delegate ne so. Eti NPP party. Say MYA ye ho kwan ne betina se. Say M na embe kwan bi o ha on say uyi pay pedestrian ebi wo ha akwa fam ram obi akwa mfa ho ba yi ato awie tell me can't say eti as to chairman want to me winning or not winning we know how to handle our party from here mo na mo see party yagu ba fe de bibia na mo kan ho asem na de yagu de kan ho asem
ya asem ko bi me aba want to me wa akwa peke
nka me ti bibi kakra fi mi ya e de hu okay but Ghana fo nyina ati ase se gold board asem ne de ya san ka ye be sa kan bi mu se IMF report na buy no wa mo gold board din dey ama Ghana fo nyina dey ati ase ma Ghana fo nyina santi ase bi say policy no eboa oman na ane esan say yakwa 3 billion e wo IMF no a ensi hu e wo ho 3% conditionalities kwa say tato no say yen nwa no mo ma wi school mutifi ko yentimi mfa nipa adwuma ene ye say Bank of Ghana kas yen to gold no ami enya 10 billion eka eba mu 1.7 billion at least Ghana ni no enya so mfaso isan the Bank of Ghana ni dwumadie no enya mfaso nti ene we dey owo okay yemma NPP for instance say biom say Sammy Gyemfi abo minority leader na oda mano say oya poboni okununna nkrofo dwom se mu sika so what you say oka ye na kwa beka say enye no kre wonya akonya kwatena TV so wasema aka yina say wo do wasema manyame essence nyame kre kan se bebre e de eto no so wan de wan kan hwe me kan ma me nwa ati ase say Afenyo mark na chi egu ho
Sammy Gyemfi enye no kwafo
na me sama na so asa tibiom say enam sa ade no a ye de ato no so a onye na adwen say obayi ne ho ano e won nti no ye de ne ko OSP ho so OSP ensa nu no na ba bi kroni sa po no a wodi de nani ba besi emrante omode ensi yo ene ene ye din enso mo man Ghana no ombenyi omofo ahudi no matima de omatima aye omadwuma menwa ye ba chama untumi de enso ye ma Ghana fo nyina anti se chama untumi obi ensi ne kwan se mane corporate national chairman na enso so ye ma Ghana fo nyina anti ase se chama untumi kwan a ekoni fie kura mpo no ongu saa kwan but ni fie inside no ye ogu okota saa chama untumi a ana ntachira so kwan ye de ma no a wanye chama untumi a na empaseti akwan ye de ma na wanye chama untumi ko ya na ma na sahwa kontomat de bi so kwan a ye de ma dade so kwan ye de ma chama untumi okoya okokotwitwa mo pipe o pa kono ko bisa chama ammonia a na ye DC wo sesi yi sahwa kontomat sem na mekai chama untumi ko twitwa mo pipe a ekwan no wanye de wanye tini sa nipa we yesi amma na kwanya na omra mepe national chairman obi anim se e wokroma na oye chairman ewo NPP no Ashanti region busa se enfaso de bempa na enya na wokroma de mpa na otim de na no tum under the leadership emi enya ye enei menwa kejecha phase 2 emfie nwotwini wantimi anya ho hwe last minute ade otimi ye ya ne se okoda yewra fence na nado so onfa so mebo fam wontwam se de okọ abu akwa no na omeka nche so me force mo kwar me ya amam eisan se opa about mu mfa so enne anigisem a ewom ne se ye ba ye afi ba ko ne abosom nwotwi onu ani krom kwan ene gede gisu a ye de ye dwin gaga ene for the first time ye wuradu twum acha atalo fufuo e wo krom ha se umariko ntia se wo kwan ye de amadu twum we ni anigisem asantuma yatie and then for the first time and ne driver ni awon kwa gwa do so for la interchange na se ne kwansi filter otimi fa esan se Kenya na aye wo say shire be kwa run about and nei ye maame no mo na mfuturo eku omo ntimi nto adwa na okwan ho no nei omonya dida so na ne kesi mu pa eye Kumasi bypass ring road na ye de ye no wo me se ba kwa kwa mi krom se kire menwa ani gisem aba ne se eni kasa akese e bedu Kumasi a ne emini to na ese nkrofo ka no eni ese ofrin kran ba ye de kwade be fa konongo no aba be fa ayi ankase e very kasem obe fa kasem no aba nkwanta obe fa mikro mu kuna na ototo mu a poa una we de okro weni ani gisem na santuma yate so what you say enti e mo obi ehu se chama untumi e de e kwa na du furu pe na de na ko wie ba bi e de na de e de na kwa ko duro
yate a ye kwe ye rebu ahu say Gyemfi.
I don't want to answer.
Using 24-hour market to cover failure to implement 24-hour economy. Or chibe if you your money 24-hour economy. Mo catch Ghana for say.
Miriam, adia Ghana for one person be who beam e kwan ye fa so a ye diem ni kapre ye ho e de free SHS ba ya. Awofo na fu mu pem catch mo ma say mo fa ekom any new brain called for by NPP into ye 2 ehofo say ye side ni bi esan say ye catch Ghana for say ye the 24-hour economy eba na aside that no so ye san e the 24-hour market eba ni mienu no enya de ba ko
during the campaign mo ka market
me ba ade bia ye kan ye bia ye niam ye call Ghana for ho na Ghana for the 2 ye nim say we ni ade hia de menwa ye wura John Dramani Mahama eba wi amase for say ade ye hia ye market menwa despite Kromasem na make you we amase for say ade ye hia ye de market enti na me no ka say no ye provide market e wo 263 constituencies na some market na ye provide no e fall under local government me ma me no monti ase ye pa a local government e say e dwadie so e grow the local economy na market ye ba be say di ani gisime wo nu say ye ma me no betimi adi omu dwa mo makoma to me say ye GM wa ma ke yewu esan say for the first time in 24 years ni no eneni ye baba be nye dwa bank kakra wo ye baba be nye dwa ye ma me no betimi akwa adi omu ma akọ adi esan say ye wo dey care de esan wo ye baba be nya market ya at least bank so de esan wo ye baba be nya market ya fire station de ewum enti sa de we ya de e baba boost the local hood economy eno ne ba ko de san to so bi me
there's a hodra modregu market a modregu ni ade nyina 2 years ake wo betumi de wie sa 260 something constituencies ni nyina market
me ba so wo MCB and I say DCB obitima ko bisa for the first time no enya fi ne ko pesika no ye sika ne da ho so what you say sika ne da ho a wo ye de ma wo contractor no one peking kran na wo kwa e wadwuma enya fi na matrama ko ebia
na se munya fa sika ne kwa ma contract
me nya be sika ne wo ho a wo ye de contract na cho mu se nya fi na wo kwa pe sika de aba nya ne se na anu no a ye timi hwe ni ma kan se se wo sha asma de be no ntino kwa agenda 111 da bi enya ne bi ne ba be ye but what you say music na you ready contractor for no anaju awia omoye ho adwuma na about 24-hour economy no a menua wo fiti preko pe pause say moja na eba example say 24-hour economy na fall under Ministry of Trade and Industry enti yamagana fo nyina ati say yem pese be pre ho ntino ye sha sen kakran wo hwe passport officer 24-hour no it be call NIA it be ade it be akọ ho port so a ye bia ko pinwa ye to ye boase na adisem anigisem ewom ni say ye say ye the incentives entin kam company ye wa say no eno ase bu be roll on the 24-hour munya
na wa ka wa wo sa say
o mebre ade ni da eye ani ba any companies atu aguso esan say obi e pemu fa so nti enye ne de no esan say wo ni company na senka wo bia enka sema me kan enka wo bakasi ye kofi ma man ka yewu esan say ye ntimi ma me run 24-hour no ne enka nje say wo ni obi a ono on run 24-hour obi a ono say ono on ka 24-hour no mo nyina mo ntimi ntwe the same electricity there be but what you say enti eyen kakra na sa 24-hour no so no ba bia ye be ye ni bia no obo wa no no ohia kwan enti e wo say sani pa ye na kwan ye de man ye magana fo nyina ntia say eyen fie nan na mo de ma ye ba ye kakra yin pa mo de ma ye mpu no ye di me di hu no kre e de magana fo enti mo nkuma ye de entu obi ye
ya fe akuma
ti o kasa matie na
eyen ne da ye wo
no listen I wanted him to
aye ne da ye wo enuntia menua ne da ye wo esan say aliska kai ko mo de ma ye mpo no ti etimi di hu no kra ye
ya wonim o kasa no me tie na ye besi market na ye besi 263
my chim say market na ye sie
na me come asem na wo
market na local government na we ni Ministry of Food Industry
bianco
me ba cho asema wo Kenya na pese wotimi kire mu say 24-hour economy no say ene ebe ye no ono ot onim me say none of NDC communicators or mark me say there is the 24-hour economy ye can free senior high school your first 9 months in office ye implement it amankura more than 4 million enya ho benefit coin enye matrama ko ebia na echana we be can say Dr. Pudon say ko ye fuo di jata kogum obi e kan dey they don't know what it's about. Messi, go and read the history of Sydney 24-hour economy plan, and you will see, and you know what to do. Otia, what's the KJT market kakraka we yes you. Went to me and your production area be a factory be any asia. Won't mean convert here no come and only 24 hours. Who go CBS mankranso. Mankranso. Mankranso you do like not go robi them. KJT ha. Went to me and see, went to me and convert KJT central market moi. And me running 24 hours. It can be converted to any type of yes, converting to some of the areas, some portion can be converted to areas you produce your production and a joa. Esro nanke marketing. You don't have any idea to convert that. Otia so kusi market. Marketing getting na marketing getting no nsia aboko abenya bibia to. Says who benya bibia to. O say with the police station be shame. You have to do that. What did they care kwa kushim? They care no. Me say they are running away from 24 because they don't know what it's about. Omunim no feasibility test being why I conducting on it. enti say yam fa ne say micro mi also market ho dada and I will see say be see foforo ho de oyi makobubu agu o. I am telling these people say what if they don't finish that project? We are sure say you see someone we are
let me guess I just a year.
No listen, someone we are mujidi say me nka say be ya no. Man we are mujidi say it will speak well for you. Yeah, the obi nka say pudu onshi. Yeah, dey say ya say me ekodi. But let me tell you to people, go and read and know what to be done. 24 hours economy no. Share if you decide to start tourism in me ba be chama de bako. Tourism and ko aka say all run 24 hours. Yam fan say Kwakum National Park or could day hiking. Manen say for 24 hour economy sake, mamen running night hiking. Say security man na wo here 5 hours so far additional 5 come. Yeah. Say bi be ya e bi pon 2 hours, na bi akostate. Me boa. Yeah. Any employment no afei. Say maame bi ton biscuit ene pan no e wo ayi mountain I dey saying.
Kakum ho no ma.
Canopy na no a. Esan sen kofo be ba na junior homachinti no, o the tea oh maame fa obi kofro ba onya tea hihye obenom. O de no be ka ho. Say na ne nkro de omo ye adwuma eye 2 a or the obefa 4 for creating employment.
The 9 system too.
The 9 system.
Your lights and honey are doing.
My brother, me see womunim hwe, omu read, they don't read anything. Me see up to now, me who communicate bia what me aka say. This is how the 24-hour economy is going to work. After the mukosisi market. Mon kase mukosisi factories impo ame production. And kamo kwa akoma dan ya yakosi tomato factory bi esi wo. Na kama maya na operation. Moko ayi a what they saying. Ahwede papa ko sin do mukrom we. Commander Sugar Factory mu nyina ho. Those factories na beti maya 24 we jaja na one hospital run 24 hours aji ni pampa ekosi market ko bi new na de create akoha masa Ghana baby adu no ye nu say mu betimi the policy bi aba betutu mama yo. No listen baby we are say kono we need to be very strategic. And me airport bi I am used to me papa temu na aba we should be thinking of something of that sort. Now 24 no listen
it's a plus for you people, but at least
no, it's not
we
a
need
plus.
to build a country where if a government comes and the government is not doing something better, we would be able to speak about it. Said
Adumaku Befi Dr. Adumaku Befi kasa ono panyina wa bone bra ebia the policies also nyamwanya wie ba me no mienu ati hayi afa ne yefefe ene yefuro the ultimate usena wasena ma emienu nyina. So that is why to the bia I say what needs to be done, and I say everyone be bia na me Christian me patriotic political about everyone me patriotic because I am hoping say ebeyi mudi kura munyama ne nka bi say da bia e ba betimi asom din na maba ko mo na mo ka se yawe na kan ka say.
Okay, here the last and final topic for discussion. Cocoa farmers will reject NDC in 2028 if their concerns are not addressed. But shahodra NDC amanyoko no mo share cocoa farmers ni eguswa e twen se mo be for fail kofi.
We dey
2-3 minutes now.
Cocoa asem do kan se wonu se cocoa asem e me anka se my dey masem. Isan se Boshe aye share Ghana
online.
No, in fact, yetimi di Boshe ne so. Na akuafo no so kwa san ate ase esan se ye mmobosia enfo nkonkonkutwa bosia. Na koko no anigisem aye wo koko hu no se FOB price aye adwaman so no ebo no sei na yesie de yesi to no ewo ho. Ye yadwene se ye ba ne baba bidru a ye the FOB price no de yamfa makwani kwampon na nye 70%. Ena me no kase ye de mra son konkra akwakoto me se bedwamu a ye first read ne wi a ena me no kase no ye the FOB price ena ye baba makwani no FOB price me ma me a waje mre a wutie mo sahwese kum asema me kan nyina ne se koko no bo ekosro e wadwaman so a wo sika no so bede e be kosro se koko no wadwama so e ba fam so a wo so sika na be dey e be ba fam saa de we ya de akuafo na de ate ase ye kan che akuafo no se ene ma mu hia ene akande e be bo ma motimi adi mudwuma yie se koko akuafo no ye ma ne mfiri ho e de ni nyina ba be somo e bi ne de yin ye se be hwe ne de scholarship package e de ma koko akuafo ma eno ne ye baako ye se fertilizer eno se be ma koko akuafo ma eno ne ye mienu ye se be sa mo mu enuro akate ni ate e so mu koko no nti sa package we nyina ne be de ye de be mo na ni gisem e wo mu se koko odua no so ne awase bo koko odua no ho ban esen se obi o engage in illegal money bia ni se koko asase bia no gold e de e wo ho enti no onye feasibility studies bia onye na excavator na pe ma ko tiesi koko fonu esan so hunu se ehwa na gold e de ewo enei no ye de emrafo fo e de eba ba be bokoko no ho e de eho ban wontimi ntwa koko yin na enwu all in the name say what the baba be to anwia wontimi ntwa koko yin na enwu all in the name so the baba be de what baba be legal mining enti ani gi se be wo mi say ye de koko fo na de atu akoma so ya place wo in our priority. Okay. Ante nenu koko kwani bia na de akoma de ato no yam. Ade na ha koko akuafo no na me so me papa ene me maame mu nyina ka ho bia ni se enipa na ne koko bo no oji ebo a na e wosoro. Ne wo se we de wo ti de aba fam no ba ani gi sema e wo mu se ene no o mate ase se ye mo bo se mfa nkonko ngutwa abosia. Ente no o mate sa de na se e ka na e san wo nso me nua 2.4 billion eno so no ye de atwe koko ni bia ka ente nenu wo ye koko kwani na so de koko e ko piece wa pekin kan juice kaneko we ni ani gisem ani gi aba ama koko akuafo akoma de ato mo yam so what you say enti ye ka koko asem a enya mi na me baba be di koko hu ada se koko akuafo na ate ase yie
na koko ni ade na mo share wo mo bonu nso e
ade
se mo ka che wo mo se mo ba mo betu
mi aba
mo de police
na na ya mo de maaye no mi aba kakra mo de maaye ye di hu no kre
nti yenche
kame nso no mo ba ya amaye kakra ya mo de maaye no ehunu no kre die ye timi die nti ene ye ka kire mo se mo nto mo bo ase ne de kokofo na de ato yakoma so at least e ka na e wo ne etimi de atwa nyina afi ho ani gi se me se boto aye ba use 10 years NPP for kokra baaye no eno ye nkokra boto bi ansa anye de emfa ma bi koko akwan ana enye de enye no ene yeguso ene sa akwan ni yeguso de ye ne kakra de ede ma akuafo ene se kuani ba mumenti yo se ni se kuani ba akọ university a onya nko school kwa na aban se usika no kwa ma part order da tuition fee ma fa ni nyina we ni ani gisem aye de ewo kuani ni ba na no ko senior high school no eni akwa ntimi didi ye enti na kuafo ye ensan kan kasa biem esan se so person hu se free SHS no se nkoye no a awofo no kwasra mo ma ewo school mo enti nkra na didi mu no awofo na bedi hu adanse ena wati se awofo bi kasa biem we ni aban papa ye kan ho asem we ni ani gisem aba
yate kofi na ebusi announcing me ka bi wa ha se kofi wa ku se dia na no ade no oba ba bi ben na hwani ye kofi as an NDC communicator kofi ko shahudra NDC for mo she koko farmers and kofi ti ha kasa ansem we di kire yen yo
me ekuani o ma mia
amafu ko various cocoa farms amafu eja da dia to ho no ensema mo kai kofi na wo ti ha wo defend
me si minim akate ni ate what you say emu ese koko asem na make
yate say
ase okasa no se na mete wa mesre na sa
unye kuani
mi koko me ba cho no kwasem ni mi wo 1 acre cocoa farm da ho me ba cho mi wo 1 acre cocoa farm da ho eti wo kana mesre wa ko na ka wo anu ne ko yi kan se wo ba no o be ma koko akuafo 6500 and 7000 and wasa akote so ahunu hwe me ka bibia kire mo koko scholarship a wo kan me suna me ye ketekete kura na me ti se koko farmer o be ko school a kodi wo ko register koko board betimi am aba scholarship enye mo na mo de baaye entu futuro ngo Ghana fo ani enye mo na mo de baaye enne uso ma koko akuafo fertilizers eni ade ana ya yen ebi ana ya ma Ghana akuafo fertilizers but ye tuom koko nim ko soro said the be sika no benya no obetim dia to fertilizers cocoa farmers were not complaining okay what about 1000 Ghana what about 1088 cedi what about to see who some the fertilizer what be show name gas of fertilizer oh Gyemfi nyam nko a o kasa no wansa mo nko ma wudi ye wo sere hwa cocoa akuafo no mo nya nkwala bi on say me say ut nurse ni utina ketu aso a obey demonstration by 2 months but what happened to akoko you know they are vulnerable unim so omo omre e ho na mo betim di afa na mahunu ko omo anya hwekwa no oni ba bi akwa obeko na unim se wo besisi ni nti obetima to no kokwa magalamsi yasinti wakoye mra twudie ya beto se kwe na wantwa no kokwa bia na ya afa nsem go 10 acres of cocoa land de bia metie MPP adama na me omoma me 3100 a bag and wabete so dia ko 2000 plus fan se metie minti cocoa no kwanya 100,000 Ghana cedis da na manya cocoa mine bi aba oso asasi mehu se gold abreda nwom wakoje concession o mineral commission concession ni akoje o Ramu no who kwansi wotu. No about cocoa farm or so cocoa ekes ni na remember 500,000 Ghana cedis in the lifetime you know who be that. Eju so say obobo no cocoa who be just escan. No listen, if you are so wo dwini cocoa farm, prioritize their welfare. Okay. You know mu ye die mu so mu fin say cocoa e cash crop a e yon man da chia mu nwini wona wo jaguma dwuma no welfare. Mama mfa mra be hunu no mo. Kese wa koya mra ba to say as far as odo cocoa fo de de odo cocoa fo de say ono cocoa na man sisi achi onya spinal cord problem omu ntem hwe na sika ba ma onye ene so mpese sika ba ma na nyi a hwe ne welfare mu ye hwe ne welfare mu ye na menya me na me kan go na no me campaign ya na me go nya accident me call one of the deals no more can was it when the cocoa farmers come they complain no what the way they complain ask him any obi na dem beko opposition ya na eja power dem am because oni aso odin you can we try entie enti say aban no we mitigate oil like koto won say nkasa na beton ne Ghana enka Ghana for ntimi nto na mum ye koto ba aban no di sika hyem na ma man for ne de na ba fam enti na sa aban no sika odi hyem no wan fa sika dodo wan hyem na afei fu no ekosoro and so hwe cocoa farmers look at how they've sustained the economy of Ghana since time immemorial. Na say Ghana yatiso into man intimi step in, the government cannot step in. Now on so na memu mama such thing atintu mu say wasa ko family twitwi abeto so say otwa nko gogo abeche no ene mbenya ache yen because me just say go ya koko na mpiem because gold me gold mining area o do na ba nye do ketwa o na ya nye do ketwa. No listen, if I don't see what I want to me some hu de me person mama hu na mo ko so hu na ya ene mrasem na atete musika so am achi go.
Okay, mwechi egu hono mamenko comment section na say Emilia say na ya say well, ask my brother NDC man if he can explain the 24-hour economy as market for his school. Okay, if he can explain. Teacher, he will go to schools. I comment na no dey dodo. Teacher will go to school, he will get 0, he will fail, useless explanation. Start reviewing the companies collapsed by PNDC and JJ. Me or him say what right does Sammy Gyemfi have to speak against someone? He lied so much for NDC to come to power. The NDC guy is a liar. When did NDC say that they will build markets during their campaign? NDC they are scammers. So is this the explanation for 24-hour economy? Emilia says so population of 6 million people in NDC. Nobody can explain 24-hour economy. My God, NDC go to Olam company. They run 3 shifts. This 24 hours economy starts opening companies. That or open market is a waste of time. My brother NDC. So this is how you explain 24-hour economy. My God, this man should be sacked from the studio now. Shame unto you, even your main man Mahama couldn't explain. My brother, stop that. My brother NDC man, this is the asking you 24-hour economy, not free education. Answer the host question. Yeah, ready coffee. Oh, watch the 24-hour economy seminar and but Sadiq, say God bless the holy Imam Ghanaians here thinking Apo, you know Apo is sweet. Okay. Gilbert Dance was from Nana Kwame Danso Hamburg, Germany. Stay blessed. Watching you live from Hamburg. Powerful program. Keep it up. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, dear. So far, comments Libya Abebano Enna Makin Kaini Nano Ede Ama Kofi Obi Abaso Chani Chani and so Jumedi and so many.
As he said, yeah, Kono, dear, Mede and Chasunko, Ebema Papa J. Papa J. One a Ufurukum communication officer. Any Papa J say, ye be a queen at 2 Obeba for deputy communication officer or NDC. Papa J at least or born whom ye papa. Tibabia will be a Michan and a Mamon Kabori. Mamon Kabori so and Ra and Udi Nawoda. Baby will be a young point on to no corner. Mamon Kabori is so far there. And whom modern by the Wabointino. We so be I am will be uncontested. Omra NDC communication officer. I was Shanta region. Mamon Kabori will be an Yami Winshan.
Kabori no me senior or teko.
Yeah.
Okay. Ebacho and Ra me rounds kakra.
Okay.
Na nipa o ye madom. Me second vice chairman, Mr. Denis Akomia, on the CEO of YOS Car Rentals or Patasi. In fact, ne car na me kwaji ye me the rounds and run na no pay na me ye ba kwans na me. It be sell Metiano so afeso oh sponsorship ne beba maka chance ha na meba ne beba afei me constituency chairman Usuba na hene and Chashon Kosun command afei honorable Visos Mensa da pa etiketwa eda so so da papa in fact ye behwe amanako akọ biem oh you good.
Okay, so Jeff, Meda was MC be.
Honorable Ivan Chumesi. Nyame.
Kofi Meda was 72 safre o. Utimi beka no sasana say Jeff on so Meda was ye papa me de NPP for national election baby I say me ni wom pope and go for national youth organizer. Nyame nya na dom na ontumi endi enkonim. Juma ko bia da Roma and dem to me edi jumedie nyina no ebeso Modernis garage a lunch on our part Tacoma V8 the casa wodra kegyina no wo mo honom edema wo ka bia wo pa bia no wo walk through wo showroom honom ade abenya ka ne bi na what Mondays akosi Saturdays wo mo available location e Kumasi asokwa wo mo ni TI Amas na edi inhwenim 0550623377 obetimi afre wo mo na one wo so atwetwe enkomo wo cast ne so de atia point area ne kra de busu dem shonko engine dem so de eseweni baby a wo bia just walk in showroom no ho no bia anje o capra wo be hwemu adwetwa picture de open no na what is ka na ode ato police ban for so asomase ajesenda no metimi edi shoulder jumedie no aba be so moje number we fa to 0244582993 and number na mabobo edi ama mabobo awie ne de na me ka cha say 24 hour economy and Kofi eti fiduem hanum se ya emu chechiremu aye din ye papa ede amano no ndc ba ye bo sha hodo mo sha ye adwuma besi na adwuma ne ye nya bi mesraw police ban for enipa etuto ankasa bebi a wo bia no kopiemu ewo Misty Herbal Center mrom Kumase kona koje wo de we employment enu ne nebo enya de bo no eya de eda fom ye papa o ye kokoo fama so a na nse ya jeseja ye de abasa untumi nto kokoo fam no fama galam say yes no what drama usisi nyina wotiri umukura na enye ye ko pharmaceutical shop na se chemist shop bia kona kwaje police bam ibi ye fa massage o kama na tumi gina wona so brane ankasa baby a wo bia me Misty Herbal Center open duretu a okọ honom a wo mo honom edeba me sambo bo wo number no edi ama 0244582993 wo mo number no ntifre wo mo na dodo bia wo petu bia ne ye fa mama me da production team ni nyina se hana ATP ensama hodo aba won krata ne mu ne ade nyina wo de be so bia camera ne MC so de kwajo ye bo ade sanu adwuma ene twegu executive producer Mr. Daniel yebo unfortunately na menti be phone lines na fanto manyame ya no ma chena ade ababie phone lines no ede atum se de be ya mo ambase mo ba dwumedie no so ne ade nyina no mo betimi abaso me am tira dwam de dwumedie be so mo medei ede nana ya se wanyame ya no ma chena exactly 2 p.m. yebesa so ede ehia el show da dwumedie so for now ne de makra mo stay safe.